much agony, so many losses through all of the years. It's 7-0.
All right, guys, I'm a little late, but that's okay. If you're watching the game, you've already seen the Browns are already on the board. Steelers have a bad snap, and they can't fall on it before it gets into the end zone. So the Browns couldn't have started off any better.
The Pro Bowl almost every season, 9 of them, in fact, including selected to the Pro Bowl this year. So Mike Tomlin will pace the sideline, and he's going to get the ball again.
What fortune and misfortune. Fortune for the Browns and misfortune for the Steelers. So already with 14:46 left, the score is 7-0 Cleveland.
Comes up to field this one at the 3-yard line.
Short kicks brought out to about the 26-yard line by McLeod.
Here comes Pouncey. Let's take a look at the rest of the Steelers' offense. The running back is Connor. The 3 receivers are really
Connor, Johnson, wide receiver, Juju, Claypool starting at the skill positions. Villanueva, Feeler. Okay.
Start this time with a Connor run. Runs into his own man, Filer, and picks up about 3 up to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit. It's just such a different feel.
You have anyone who is not watching the game at home, the score is already 7-0. Pittsburgh had a very bad snap. That ball flew at least 8-9 feet in the air over Roethlisberger's head and almost into the end zone. The Cleveland Browns knocked it into the end zone and fell on it.
7-yard line by Eric Ebron, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down and 3.
So Pittsburgh has the ball now. It's 3rd down and 3.
Receivers, but really Eric Ebron is the one that makes it fit. Last year was sort of the receiving tight end. Now he's much more the blocker, and Ebron is the guy that is sort of the second big receiver to Chase Claypool.
3rd down and 3. In the gun formation.
Resetting on the wing to the left, they stack the right side. Roethlisberger looks that way under pressure. Garrett gets the pass away, and they'll pick up the 1st down.
And pick up the 1st down. Connor. Pass from Rock.
Myles Garrett is going to have a game tonight if the Browns are going to break this streak. Straight bull rush.
Oh, if he keeps doing that, he will.
And it just wasn't quite enough. Nobody handles that sort of bull rush pressure in his face better than Ben Roethlisberger over the years.
1st and 10.
13 times this season. Again, Connor this time, good hold.
Connor gets another 9 yards.
Take a look at that Cleveland defense right now. Of course, the main guy up front, the number 1 pick in the draft in 2017, Claiborne taking over for Olivier Vernon, who's out for the season, torn Achilles. There are the 3 linebackers.
Well, everybody tearing their Achilles.
And there is Jackson in that secondary, a guy they picked on last week all week. On his way tonight, he was able to stop him short of the line to gain on the catch by Ebron. 2nd down and 1 now. Here's Connor again. Runs into traffic, comes up a little bit short. So the 2nd time they've had a 3rd and short here.
Hey, Mama, what's going on?
Yeah, lesser of 2 evils right now for the Cleveland Browns on defense. They really are less concerned about the Steelers running the football, so you'll see a lot of.
You seem to be the only one in here right now. Hey, how does my microphone sound?
The game is going to be different tonight for Pittsburgh. More of the Juju Smith-Schuster, more Ebron inside. the more dump-offs to Connor.
We get a fullback bringing Snell in the backfield as
3rd and 1. Hand the ball off to the fullback. First down.
Derek Watt, the brother of JJ and TJ. Derek Watt picks up the first down.
Yeah, Derek Watt has been a very small part of this season. No catches or carries on the season. And so what do you do?
Now, anybody who's listened to me before, you know that you already know which team I'm going for.
You can't have enough Watts. He's got two.
I'm going for the Browns, even though they may not actually be
A likely choice as the defensive.
the underdogs this time. But they haven't been to a playoff in, 17, 18 years. An interception. Roethlisberger throws an interception because pressure was being put on him.
And the Cleveland Browns in 4 minutes and 16 seconds have a touchdown.
He had some. He's overthrew that. The 24. Who's that? Schuster. All right, Mom. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going for the Browns just because, to me, whatever, they're the underdogs because they hadn't been here in a long time. I like to see them go deep into the playoffs. Now, do I think they're going to get to the Super Bowl? I don't know. There might be some lofty expectations. But it's a possibility.
How about
No.
All right, 2 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure you hit that like button.
No.
Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
We'll see if we can get 20 people in here tonight. And have to start getting crazy on the microphone, doing some tricks. You guys hear that?
He got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. 5 blades in a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you start the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
Start the year right with the amazing iPhone 12 on the 5G from America's most reliable network.
Yeah, I've got my second week of basketball practice coming up this week.
Plans include 5G. And now iPhone 12
And then we have a game the following week.
Only on Verizon.
That Thursday.
Playoff is being brought to you by Verizon, the network more people rely on.
What do you guys think about the Browns uniforms?
By USAA Insurance, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL. And by the all new
They're going with nothing on their helmets now. Just an orange helmet. I never really liked those colors, but the uniforms don't look bad now.
And a nod to the doctors, nurses, hospital workers in Cleveland and Pittsburgh who have done such magnificent work over the last several
Stewart
months.
Jr.
Well,
got him an interception, so the Browns have the ball on the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. And they come out with a pass. Overthrows it. Probably just basically throwing that one away.
And that one really turned that game around as well. Carl Joseph is going.
All right, so he was trying to get that ball to Connor. Just overthrew it.
If you've been watching Steelers games here lately, you know that Ben's mobility has been a big issue. So back-to-back weeks, there you go. Have a dog pound.
We as defensive backs, I say we as defensive backs because that's what I played in high school and college. I look at that and I'm like, that's an interception. But basically, all you had to do was catch that ball. I got more respect for those defensive backs who play that man-to-man and actually take an interception. That's almost given to you, but An interception is an interception. I guess what I'm saying is, you get an interception off the tip or something like that. Just be glad, be happy. That's you're being fortunate, right? But don't walk around with your chest stuck out, talking all kinds of noise when you got to pop up. Yeah, you got to have a little skill to catch him, I guess. But good pass. Landry, maybe touchdown. Touchdown, Browns.
It's almost like 18 years of frustration.
18 years. 18 years is how many years it's been since the Browns have been to a playoff game.
And then Terrell Edmonds. I mean, I've never seen anything like this starting. No, I had never seen it.
Well, some people were saying this week with Stefanski out and some players out and half the coaching staff out. Poor old Browns.
Don't you wish we could see Stefanski already?
Yeah, I guess a uniform is a uniform.
Cody Parkey with the ball after 5 minutes and 14 seconds into the game.
All right. I put a little echo on there, but I think I turned it off now.
14-0 Cleveland.
14-0 Cleveland Browns. But those Steelers, like I say, they got a little championship DNA in them. In other words, they're not going to lay down. The only reason I'll feel a little sorry for the Steelers if they lose is because of their coach. You know, brother has been there a while. He's like a throwback to the old days when he used to keep coaches forever. I'm pretty sure he's the longest tenured coach right now in the NFL. And even though they started off hot, they did stumble a little bit. But they're in the playoffs. Who knows? They might decide to go another way just because they lose this. They lost the first playoff game. So we'll see what happens. I still want the Browns to win.
Don't just stand there.
Get your taxes done with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off. Send us a pic of your docs, and a tax pro will do the work. Or file online and get help if you need it.
All right, let's
No matter how you choose to file, Block has your back.
a little update.
Where to go today? LA? Vegas? No, the desert. Let's listen to this. Take these guys? I mean, there's room. Maybe next time, folks. Now we're talking. All right.
Mama, how you like my setup?
The people have spoken. Mr. Mayor is a hit.
Twitter has started to notice that we're recycling speeches.
Businesses are the lifeblood. Produce is the lifeblood. Passing of Archbishop Sheen.
2 people in the chat. Thank you both for being in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please.
Up there at downtown Pittsburgh, and we tell you that Jimmy Fallon this week, the array of guests as always, including
My Panthers have a new GM. I don't know how much good that's going to do, but I hope it does a little something. Not trying to make up any excuses. I think we were hurt this year. I know we were hurt this year, and we could have done a little better, but that's how it goes. Everybody's trying to run my boy Teddy out of town. Pittsburgh brings the ball out to the 30.
The cities are very close to each other, 2-hour drive, but the Steelers 17th and second home wins against the Browns. Yeah. Cleveland hasn't won here since 03. Ben 23-2-1 against against the Browns in his career. And then you have the start of tonight's game.
14-0 Cleveland.
Get a friend and family.
Got all their good luck charms going on there.
Pittsburgh begins this drive now from the 26-yard line. Third time they've had the ball. A little over 5 minutes.
Actually, they have the ball on the 26-yard line. Nice little stick there. Line number 83 for the Browns.
This is as crazy as anything. If you're the Steelers now, how do you regroup at this point?
Those Buffalo Bills barely won, but they won. The Rams beat the Seahawks.
Feet on the ground here and reestablish some toughness and all those sorts of things. But that's not what this team has been. But so far, the Cleveland Browns are forcing them into that with the way that they're
2nd and 4. The handoff to Connor. Doesn't quite get the first down.
At the 36-yard line. Spot the ball, just a little bit short of it.
I can't hear you up here.
It's going to be their third and short. Already in the game.
8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 1. Ball is on Steelers 35-yard line. Still didn't get the first down. 4th down. So I'm thinking the Steelers have to punt. They don't have to, but I would.
Watch him go right into Marquise Pouncey and reset the line of scrimmage straight backwards. The Cleveland Browns are winning a physical battle right now with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Stack that up well.
Often say that about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So the Steelers will be punting the ball.
Jordan Berry into punt. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Oh, you didn't call for a fair catch. Okay.
And the coverage is good as he takes it back to the 35-yard line.
Peoples-Jones.
7:40 left in the quarter, 14-0 Brown.
Let's go, come on. Huddle up.
All right, these Browns are up already 14-0. They have the ball. Let's see if they can go in for their 3rd score in as many times as they have had the ball. Great people in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Hopefully you can see the game at home, but if you can't, yes, that score is correct. The Browns 14-0. Start off with a bad snap by the Steelers. And they could not recover the ball before it went to the end zone, and the Browns fell on it. Then the Browns came back, I would say, 3rd play, little pass over the middle, and touchdown. They now have the ball back. Like I said, or like I always say, I'm going for the underdog. I don't know this year if these Browns are truly the underdog, but I'm going for them, if nothing else, simply because they haven't been here in 18 years. Browns' record was 11-5. Pittsburgh 12-4. So yes, technically the Browns will be the underdog. It's going to be interesting though. It's going to be really interesting to see what will happen if Cleveland happens to score on this drive. 7:40 left in the first quarter. Landry is a receiver who caught a touchdown pass.
Let's have a look at the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit. As the Rams and Green Bay will get things started on Saturday on Fox.
Of course, it was a pass by Baker Mayfield.
New Orleans will meet on Sunday. That'll be the last game, and that will also be on Fox. And we'll update you on the AFC shortly, as we did at the top of the show. The Browns win this one. Kansas City.
All right, so it's a handoff. Oh, that's a large hole. 17 yards by Chubb.
Four games, you're still wound up with a little over 1,000 yards.
How about that? So a little stuck inside, but the Browns are going this way, and the Steelers coming out with their five-man front. I think they really feel like that they can take advantage of the left guard, Michael Dunn, replacing Joel Bitonio, and yet they go right over Michael Dunn with that run.
Inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Behind Wyatt Teller. Came in a trade with Buffalo. He's done a great job. 21 yards on the ground here.
Quite possibly the best guard in football right now. Wyatt Teller's going to come down with his trap block on the outside, and there they go. And right now, with the simplest of plays on offense and defense, the Browns are taking it to the Steelers.
Ball shots number again. This time, the Steelers defense equal to that task. Take a look at the Browns offense here. Running back, of course, we've already seen him tonight. Nick Chubb. Here we go. We'll see that in a minute. We'll also see a lot of Kareem Hunt in the backfield as well as somewhat of a bunch. Then Roethlisberger can only look on right now with the Browns. A 2-touchdown lead and a second down and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's that empty formation that had great success with.
Control, Landry here. Landry fighting his way inside the 25-yard line.
All right, short pass to Landry.
Lane makes the tackle. Let's go back to that Browns offense now. With Chubb, we've already seen Landry for the touchdown tonight. You've seen Hooper in action as well, the tight end.
So in that third down.
And up front, there are the guys. And we've seen Dunn. We've seen Teller with that block. You got Shredder in the middle. You got Conklin.
3rd and 3.
On the right side, number 1 by Pro Football Focus. That is quite a group.
More like 3rd and 5. So the Browns should at least get 3 out of this possession. Nice catch. Nice throw to where no one could have gotten that except the receiver.
That position on Steven Nelson, and with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, another first down.
Rashard Higgins is one of those guys that Baker Mayfield just looks for. You can't really explain it. He's not a great route runner. He's not that fast, and yet game after game, play after play,
open.
Rashard Higgins keeps making plays. 564 yards in the last 10 games.
All right, run the ball. What's up, TL? Run the ball. That's a touchdown. Gotta want that, baby.
Cleveland fans, you are not dreaming this.
That's what I was saying. They're not dreaming. The score is correct. Right now, the Browns like they just want it.
Running through the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Out of these two teams, you would have said Cleveland would have started
like you got to smell blood on you that close to the end zone. Like I called that before. I called that when he was at the 4-yard line. No way they was going to stop him from getting that. Extra point is good. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left, and the score is 21-0 Cleveland. Actually, he went 5 yards out on that. Like, ain't no way y'all going to stop me. But those are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This
So,
is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G.
and it's a long game, so the game is not over with. But
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
the Browns couldn't have started off any better.
And existing customers. I will.
So what'd you say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl. But he's very excited and on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
TL, did your teams win today?
Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
You know, my team was sitting at the house today. They might have been playing golf.
It's either the peace of mind of a standard unlimited mileage warranty, or it isn't. For those who never.
You just really, you have to.
The Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned Sales event now through March 1st. Shop online or drop by your local dealer today.
So is this stuff really fresh?
Yes. I mean, yeah, we don't have freezers, we don't have microwaves, and we always have fresh stuff coming in. I mean, this is the best block that you can get.
Fresh is what you stand for.
Definitely.
Go on, Baker. Let's go, Baker. Hulu has live sports.
What you'll do is claim a tuition tax credit for him, which I can help out. If you're a photographer, these props can be deducted.
Did I run off the Wi-Fi in my son's treehouse?
If that's where you get your freelancing done, then yep.
Thank you.
File with the help of an expert, or let an expert file for you. Intuit TurboTax Live.
I'll tell you what I know.
All right, last game of the night, last game of the evening, last playoff game this weekend.
This is us, Tuesday.
I watched the Ravens game today. Ravens in Tennessee, the Titans. I actually thought the Titans would have just enough to beat the Ravens. But they didn't. They didn't. The Ravens with that DNA in their blood. That playoff DNA. And that quarterback.
I just don't think
Tennessee couldn't handle
put
them.
it in proper words what this would mean to the
Had one of the first teams all year, that defense, to stop Tennessee running back.
This season started off differently when Kevin Stefanski asked everyone, including Jimmy and Dee Haslam, to present to the entire team their 4 H's.
5 people in the chat. Thank you guys for showing up.
And hopes. And
Please hit that like button.
told their stories. They became more than coworkers and teammates.
Well,
They
we
became like family. And he
we
said
put
to
on our
do all
seatbelts
that
and
virtually, not easy, but it worked.
see if we can ride with these Browns to their first playoff win in 18 years. But if Pittsburgh is your team, hey, you're also welcome in here. Cheer for your team. Neither one of these are my team. I just go for the underdog.
out of a horrible first half against the Indianapolis Colts by going to a 2-minute offense.
Heck, unless they're playing the Panthers, you know, I'm going to go every game I watch. I go for the underdog. It's like I wanted the Redskins to win last night. Gotta get rid of that. Ooh. Hold it. Hey, I'm not saying anything, you know. Yeah. Holding on offense. I'm not saying Roethlisberger is his skills are diminishing, because who knows, he might be able to play. If he's protected, he could play. I think he played well 3 to 5 more years.
and what this offense has been.
But you know, they probably gonna start looking for another quarterback. Recruiting another quarterback. That's it. That is not recruiting, but you know, thinking about picking up, you know, a couple more quarterbacks in the draft.
Snap to pass 2.17 seconds. Now, we've
Big
talked
rock.
about this before, how much Ben used to stand in the pocket and stiff arm guys. And
Ben's a Hall of Famer.
would always end up taking
He's
a lot
had
of
his
sacks.
time.
This season at all. Just
He has
this year.
had his great times in the NFL. You know, it's not like he's gonna leave the NFL and with regrets. Pittsburgh drops back, throws a high. Oh, another interception off another tip. They are also in Pittsburgh's territory. He goes all the way down to like the 14, 13-yard line. Again, like I said, interception's an interception. You know, if that ball had been put right on the receiver, that kid wouldn't have caught an interception. It was off a tip. But it's still an interception. But, you know, just be happy you got an interception. And I think he's cool about it. Don't go to the sideline flexing and nothing like that. Just be happy. I want to see you lock a guy up. And when he looks back, you look back and then snatch that interception. You know what I'm saying?
And also, you still have about 48 minutes left in regulation.
And you have one of the most explosive groups of receivers that we've seen. But for the last month,
I'm going to tell you,
on a regular basis,
if they get in this end zone this time, it's going to be a long, hard. Okay. No game. It's going to be a long, hard road for the Steelers to come back on this one.
But I'll bet you Mrs. Stefanski and the kids are upstairs banging on the floor like crazy right now.
They're having those
21-0 Cleveland.
That Irish dancing thing, right?
I mean, if you don't watch much football, you would not.
My bad, fellas. What's up, Monk?
Just how stunning what you're watching is.
Even if you watch a lot of football, it's stunning. 2nd and 10. Mayfield throws, caught on the sideline, shot. And he will be out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. So they picked up.
Hey, good question, Tio. I mean, especially just the setup in the gun and run it like that, you know. If you're gonna pass it, I think out of 4th and 2, you at least got to go play action, make them think you're gonna run, and then have a better chance of getting somebody open, a wide receiver open.
After contact this season, that's number 1 in the NFL and head of even Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it was, Tio. Oh, don't go outside. Oh my gosh. Here I am talking junk. Don't go outside. I knew they was gonna set that edge.
And that look says it all on the faces of Steelers.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
Watch the center, J.C. Treader, come out and around.
Appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Yeah, I thought it was gonna sit. That was just good blocking and good running.
Who was the leading rusher in the NFL in 2017 as a rookie? Kind of became the number 2 behind Nick Chubb.
Now, Tia, are you saying that because you don't think they're gonna go any further after if they win this one? Or because it's like 18 years, they finally got to the playoffs and they're just playing extremely hard. I still don't think the Steelers are going to go out like this now.
So, Jake from State Farm, you're saying you don't have to look like me to get the Patrick price? No. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates. Man, he'll grow back, I promise. I can't believe I did this. At least you got the Patrick price.
Oh, dang. Did I say Redskins? My bad. Yeah, Washington
You want
football
the real
team.
deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, guys. I don't know.
There
I
are
never
a lot
call a
of
team
titles out there.
completely out of it.
Diver,
Not in the first half.
homeowner,
Not even in the. Hang on. We still in the first quarter? Can't be in the first quarter.
and mom. But
Yep.
the title that's most
Not even the
important
first
to
quarter.
us, member. That's why we offer lower fees, better rates, and discounts.
Guillermo, what's
Maybe
going on?
Credit union. Our members are the mission.
They taking them down through there right now, Guillermo. You know, like I said one time earlier, when the Steelers start going through whatever they was going through there, those what was that 3-4 game losing streak they had there? I was like, if they lost that fifth, they probably wouldn't win another game. But they won that one. But I still think they're a little fragile. So I wonder how they're I mean, you can tell by the looks on their faces. They ain't feeling good, but are they giving up right now? This is professional football. They can't be giving up. There's no such thing as a comebacks would never occur if professional athletes gave up in situations like this. So you never know.
There goes Marquise Pouncey, who's made the Pro Bowl almost every year that he's been healthy in the NFL. Ben Roethlisberger overthrows a little pass underneath. And then
yep. Can't wait to hear the conspiracy theories. Oh, you know that guy was paid to snap that ball over Rock's head like that. Get out of here. All right, Steelers, 1st and 10 on their own 25. No, Rock. Oh, okay, good. Good look. Way to stay on your route there. Well, there's a flag on the play. Is that holding? That quick?
To this point against Pittsburgh, this one is against.
Hey, Steelers.
5-yard penalty. Replay, first down. Yeah, that penalty's on.
I feel you, Coach. All you can do is shake your head on that.
Yeah, there's just no way for Matt Filer to think this play was going to take this long. This is, you look one way and throw it. So Filer's down the field, and you understand why that is. But the play that Ben made to keep this thing alive was like from the glory days.
I don't know,
he somehow made something out of it, and it's really.
I think pros can only be what, 3 yards up. Handoff. Connor for about 5 yards.
Taki makes the tackle. Second attack.
You know,
actually 5 yards, but they had the penalty. So 2nd and 10.
Robert Jackson got picked on in that game the week ago. Their cornerback, the other cornerback, Terrence Mitchell. Could they stay out of man coverage?
1 minute left in the first quarter.
All that stuff now, all burdens are now on the
Pittsburgh in the gun, spread formation, single back set.
There are the dropsies again. Ebron can't handle this one. 3rd down and 10. You just tune it in.
Nice pass, just dropped. 3rd and 10.
Well, it's all been about turnovers. Chubb on the ground.
3rd and 10. I say, I'm just throwing it out there. I say the Steelers get this first down.
69 yards.
And it's 3rd and 10. Let's see if they try to go after Ben Roethlisberger, because his mobility, or lack thereof, has already been a big factor.
What's going on, Ingen?
They back off. Rush only 3. Dump it off to Ebron underneath.
First down.
It does. It's away from Jacob Phillips for the first down with 41 seconds.
All right, man. All right, man.
Well, he knows that on the right side, he's got his tight end sitting over there helping him block and then coming out late. So that's exactly what he did. He rolls that way and just creates. So
thank you for everyone that's here tonight. Please hit that like button, please. I'm trying to get 20 viewers tonight. Oh, go up the field. I'm trying to get 20 viewers tonight. So if you guys want to share this out, I'd appreciate it. Last playoff game tonight.
End of the quarter. What a quarter. Browns 28, Steelers nothing. This wild card playoff game in Pittsburgh. Resumed after these messages.
After 8 years, the mission is coming to an end. But new missions are just beginning. Like school, home ownership.
All right, so Mayfield 5 for 6 for 69 yards. Roethlisberger 4 for 8 for 31 yards. Passing, rushing Nick Chubb 4 carries for 38 yards, and Connor 7 carries for 27 yards. Landry has 2 receptions for 44 yards. Ebron 2 receptions for 15 yards for the Steelers.
Delivering something for everyone. Upgrade your entertainment with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Get the Disney bundle for only $12.99 a month. Take time to make time, baby. That's the fun.
All right, you guys. Hey, you guys check me out tomorrow night. Now, my Hornets gonna be playing again. But the other thing is that national college football game is going on too. Alabama and Ohio. So I may have to go back and forth. But I gotta check my Hornets out, see what they did. But that's gonna be a really, it's gonna be a championship game. You know, most people are saying Alabama's gonna take that with no problem. You know, Ohio surprised a lot of people last week.
Thanks again for the Rogers rates on my insurance.
There's no Rogers rate. State Farm just has surprisingly great rates.
I won't tell anybody. Okay.
Especially the coach of the Clemson Tigers, Dabo. He was looking a little humbled there after the game. All right, Mama. Thanks for showing up.
I'm not being a cop. I'm good at it. I'm going to help you, okay? I promise.
Our time belongs to us.
All right, Egan. It's like you got a busy life going on there.
Downtown Pittsburgh, the Allegheny Monongahela come together to form the Ohio, and tonight's aerial coverage is being brought to you by.
Yeah, I do. I just like to watch sports and usually watch them by myself. So, you know, want to do a little something and be able to actually talk to somebody instead of talking to the television. My wife, which is this young lady right here. They usually joke about me yelling at the television or talking to the television, talking to the guys out there like they can actually hear me. So this is a little better. At least they know I'm talking to someone.
And Pittsburgh won the game 36-33. Pittsburgh
Don't have any plays. Set them up.
on the basement. Second and 14.
All right, Pittsburgh still has the ball. Nice little outside pass to Juju Schuster.
Well, Juju Smith-Schuster.
I mean, yeah, he's got one of the best names in the NFL.
So it's the same old Browns that I play every year, and
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Getting after Juju. Juju's getting back after
Ah,
them, and it is
them boys going at it.
battle down the field.
That's almost as good as Colt McCoy. Baker Mayfield has a nice football name too. First down. All right, the Steelers look like they are getting a little rhythm to the offense. That's the first down. You need to run the ball. You need to run it all a little bit, Steelers. Don't just go completely to passing. 28-0 Cleveland. That's right, 28-0 Cleveland. 13:59 left. Straight back to passing. Deep pass. Woo! Getting ready to say. Third interception.
And this has pretty much been the story of this team, is that sort of like a boxer, they'll jab, short passes, quick throws, get the ball out of your hands, and then take a shot. They had a chance there. Ben threw it way too far to the right. Should have led Anthony Johnson much more across the field there.
And then a few haymakers tonight. Second and 10.
All right, Egan. And there's one of my regular guys that show up in here. What's going on, Brandon? That makes music too. He said he just finished. I don't know if you know Candyland Jonathan. He's finished said he finished the album, and it's on Spotify now. So there's another guy that comes in here that's into music. Go backwards. Hey, yeah, I got mad respect for guys who have the artistic skill to do that. I mean, I guess people have artistic skill to do that, make music and sing, but put a whole album together. No wonder they can demand, that they get paid well, because that's some work. Yeah. I was just on this page today because I don't have Spotify. But he said it's going to be out on all platforms. Thought he said by June, but he said he put something out already.
Roethlisberger clearly expecting him to stop once he rounded the linebacker in that zone defense. And Ebron, he really has not been practicing much on the COVID list for week 17, so the timing is just not there.
Yeah, on his page he has this a little clip. He said it says at my concert. There's quite a few people out there too.
That time it was MJ Stewart who had an early interception. Blitzing on the play, it's 4th down and 9.
I'm gonna have to get to LA one of these days, Egan. One of these days.
So he's going to try and go right through that. So that vertical pass set always gets you a little closer to your quarterback than maybe what is comfortable for most quarterbacks, but it is what Ben likes.
All right, 4th and 8. The Steelers decide to punt the ball.
He has a chance to run it back. It's for the corner, and he does get it.
Yeah, but 8. I like how everything in on sports now, they got replay and all that, so they don't get anything wrong. They want everything to be precise. But then when you kick a ball, when you punt a ball and it goes out of bounds, the ref is guesstimating where the ball went out of bounds at.
Just a little easier. Still a legend, just more legendary. Chevrolet, making life's journey just better.
Egan, was that just because you want to, like you said, bunch of work and you didn't feel like? Well, no, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask why. It's your prerogative to say yes or no. But that must mean that you have a nice voice.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Square sweepstakes is back. Every time the score changes, someone will win $50,000. Touchdowns, field goals, extra points, 50 teams. Plus, $2.5 million prizes. Look for the dream home. One way to enter, two ways to win. Squares.
It might have been Timmy Epic Vlogs that was on here. It might have been him.
With Verizon, you don't have to choose between 5G from America's most reliable network and the best in entertainment. Get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus all included. Unlimited plans include 5G, and you'll get one of our best phones when you buy one. Only on Verizon.
Local businesses are doing their part. Let's all do ours. Help protect your community. Tap Prepare with Visa. Because we're
Yep, my Hornets are 4-4. So I think they play at 7 tomorrow night. So I'm going to definitely be on there first watching that. And then I'll be turning back and forth to the college championship game. Neither one of those teams are my team. My team's Carolina. I'm Carolina everything. So we lost was it Texas A&M?
The MVP in the second year, and I think this was the year of Josh Allen. So every one of them had a shot at being the lead dog.
So that means I'm going for the underdog. This is the worst starting possession, worst starting possession the Browns have had tonight.
Got a great personality. I mean, here's the guy. He's a guy, the Cleveland Browns quarterback in his third year.
So let's see if they can march themselves down a long field this time. And that's all the Steelers need. If they can stop them and get the ball back and get in the end zone, they can turn it into a game. Ooh. 3rd and 10.
The one thing that we do know about Baker Mayfield,
3rd and 10. This will probably be the first punt. You don't get this first down.
Pointed a little bit back in, a little pigeon-toed, and then he snaps those hips around. We saw him throw one about 75 yards in a game on a Hail Mary one time. So arm strength.
Yeah, you can feel that hit coming right there. 3rd and 10.
Best out is all the play action game. That really is who he is.
All right, first punt for the Browns.
James Pierre batting it away, the rookie out of Florida Atlantic. So they hold him with 3 and out, and they'll get the ball, which should be fairly decent field position.
I was wondering how long it was going to take to get after James Pierre on the outside. He has been the guy that now has taken over.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, Egan. Your band calls. That's your band. You got to, got to put those guys first. Got to have your priorities.
The only undrafted player to make the team this year with no training camp, no preseason.
All right, the Browns get the punt off. And it's caught by the Steelers on their own 45. And so this might be their best field position they've had tonight.
There's a certain kind of person.
See if there's any more sports on. 2 people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here.
They trailblazing, eyebrow raising, status quo breaking.
I might have said Ravens and the Texans. I mean the Titans,
Grazing grass,
Tennessee Titans.
braving hatred, and taking up space. Never got a seat at the table, so we can't sit and behave. We'd rather defy the rules to the
Drive.
maze. There's a certain kind of person who doesn't wait for greatness.
Let's go to the score guide and see what's on.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift,
4 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys for stopping by,
when you have Rancho shocks, and
watching this Cleveland versus Steelers game. For those who are not able to see it, Cleveland is actually up 28-0.
We all have seasons in our lives where something takes us to a place where we need to ask for help. And that's what food banks are here for. I asked Dale if Walmart would partner with us. And he said, absolutely, let's figure out how to get this done.
When you start working in an area and you're out in the stores and in the community, you see the need. It was just the right thing to do.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers started off bad with a terrible snap there. And Cleveland got on and scored early. They hadn't looked back since. 2 interceptions didn't help either. They scored off both of those all 3 turnovers. And they scored off of one possession where it wasn't off of it was off of a Steelers punt. So they've done it both. They've scored both ways, but this is the first time the Browns had to punt to the Steelers. So it's the best field position the Steelers have had all night. First pass to the sideline for about 5 yards.
Cleveland territory.
Yeah, I would just say be a little careful here. They're playing way off. I mean, this is almost prevent defense looking on.
That's what's up, Egan.
You don't want this offense to get clicking.
What's going on, Matt?
Brown now. And this will set up a third and about 2. Connor taking the ball to the 46-yard line.
Hey, the Steelers didn't start off real good. They poured gasoline on a team that was already fired up with that snap early, and they hadn't looked back yet. We'll see if the Steelers can get in the end zone right here.
Third and 2.
Come on, no, not again.
That is Porter Dustin. And the officials will now confer as they spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He held on. And another pick, and Roethlisberger led the league in batted passes this season. There's one right here.
Vincent Taylor right over David DeCastro.
He caught that.
It looks like a clean catch to me. And one of the things that Stefanski told us was, listen, Ben gets rid of the ball so quickly. The biggest play of this game might well come from a tip pass at the line of scrimmage. We've been working on it all week. And jackpot with that one.
And Dustin, he looked like a receiver. The guy, the way the guys go to the ground, the top receivers in the league, and they were able to get their forearms under it. He was on the COVID list last month, and probably seeing more.
Hey, I mentioned that earlier, Matt. I said I think he could if he had a good line, he stayed protected, he probably could be effective for 3 to 5 more years. Get chill. Dang. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And I was just saying I think they need to start looking for quarterbacks in the draft. And they probably have a pretty decent quarterback, the guy that played last week. But is he a Ben? Is he?
I mean, to understand the full swing of what's happened since the Pittsburgh
Is he
Steelers were 11-0 to where we are.
Is he a franchise quarterback? I don't know.
Nobody understands this.
Second and 9.
One of the things when we play the Pittsburgh Steelers is typically they're going to play your boot, right? But not this time. Now TJ Watt understands that already.
Ben's probably his body's not recovering from those injuries he's had throughout the year. I don't think so. He's probably having them.
And that one they don't want to see.
You got Jack Conklin.
He's probably not using perfect technique throwing those balls. He's throwing it, with his strength.
Limping off the field on the other side. You just said something. Run the clock. I mean,
because they said something that I didn't think about. They said he's got the most tipped balls in the NFL this year.
Obviously not what we're
so is it his technique, throwing technique?
He got one other chance to be a head coach in the game.
And is it because he's getting older?
And his kids still call 0-1 because they lost a very close game.
Oh, by the way, Egan, Candy's new album's called Red Moon. That's why he told me. Oh my gosh, that's got to be a holding though. Come on back. Probably gonna bring that back. Yeah, Egan. He said his album's called Red Moon. So that's why he's doing all that red stuff. Even said oh, there's Candy right there. He even said he dyed his hair red.
So here's the problem, okay? Now you're trying to slide your mind to the left to help.
Yeah, he has, and I don't know some of those injuries that these guys come back from. From season to season. It's not like they have a whole year to heal. They're hurt one season, and then at the end of the season they have maybe maybe 4 months, depending on when you go out, before they start things back up again. So, he zipped that one. You got to catch that. 3rd and 21.
Certainly catchable 3rd down and 21.
It's a good throw by Baker Mayfield. A lot on it. And you can't argue that one. As a matter of fact, as a receiver, typically you say thank you for that one because it sort of slows you down before you take the hit.
Yep, I roll behind him. 3rd and 21. Hands are off the front here. He's on the move again. Into the end zone a couple of times already tonight.
4th and about 6. 4th and about 6. So
8 coming up now.
A very long field goal.
All right.
So they're going to at least try. I'm going to guess they're going to try and go hard count and get a cheap 5 so they can try a field goal. Doubt they're going to go for this.
And if nothing else, you take for what it's worth. 20 extra seconds off the clock.
Kenny, I saw that clip of your concert. So that was a lot of people out there. And the other day I said when you blow up, you're already blown up.
As we reach the halfway point of the game,
4th and 8.
Team first, 30 seconds. Well, they did take a time. They could have just let it run and still have plenty of room to punt.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam, and it is all about this offensive line so far here tonight.
Nice block.
the great guard for the Cleveland Browns. And then it's J.C. Treader, hasn't missed a game since 2017, out in front. All these guys understand the frustration of not just this football organization, but an entire city, and what Pittsburgh fans have put upon them for the past few decades as they continue to wear them out. And right now, it's the offensive line.
Yeah, these guys haven't been in the playoffs for 18 years. Wow.
Gillen in for a second punt.
So that means several guys, not even several, tens of guys have come through that organization and left, played their whole careers and left, and never seen a playoff.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just...
I almost say hundreds, at least 100 guys.
Home insurance here. Why not? Put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team.
I saw the
save even more when you bundle.
Yeah, I saw the big screen you got behind you. That's cool.
T-Mobile has a plan built just for you.
Candy.
We want you to get the value and service you need to stay connected. Saving 50% for
I'm gonna get me a studio in my house one day when I grow up.
Unlimited lines for less than $30 each. We know that connection is more important than ever. And we're here to help. When you're ready to switch.
Yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland ain't going to work.
Still your best friend.
Heck, the boss is probably telling them not to come into work tomorrow.
But now, friend, still an electric car, just more electric.
Official holiday. We win this playoff game. Dang, 18 years. 18 years.
Still a legend, just more legendary. Chevrolet, making life's journey just better.
How about new? No. No way.
Shoot, I was still a young man then.
Come on. No.
37 years old.
Annual fee on any card.
Monday at 9/8 Central. A world that gives.
Can't get bigger than that on this.
Yeah, I could still dunk back then, 18 years ago.
Monday on NBC.
Romeo.
Before he was The Rock, he was Little Dewey. Young Rock, coming soon to NBC.
What's going on, man? 4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit that like button, please.
Hockey season. NHL starts this Wednesday. Triple header coming your way. Pittsburgh against Philly, Chicago against Tampa Bay, St. Louis against Colorado. Coverage begins Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern on NBCSN. This is, of course, a great hockey town. Both of the Stanley Cup years. It's the football team now. It's for race of 20 episode. Try to start with a fast to snap. So think about, again, the Browns. This is a team. 4 coaches can't be here, 4 players.
4 people in the chat, appreciate it.
They had 1 practice and 1 walkthrough this week, and then yesterday they
Put this up, man.
in 2 planes.
Everybody feeling this right here. Hey, Kenny, if you talking to me, I couldn't even, I didn't even hear the track. Oh, get the first down, bro. I gotta figure out how to get. I gotta get Spotify.
Making it 3rd down and 1. We're actually about a half.
Hey, Romeo, I feel that, man. One of these days, I'm gonna have to get back in there. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get on Spotify. I can get on it, but I don't have it. So I went today to see if I could find you and listen to it without actually downloading Spotify somewhere. Maybe I'll find somebody with it and then I'll listen to it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Hey, Romeo, man, my favorite comic book character is the Hulk. In fact, I got my I got my brother making me an Aggie dog necklace, but he likes to carve stuff out of wood. I have to get him to make me an Incredible Hulk. I got one hanging in my classroom. But yeah, I need to get back in there so I can get this old body back in shape one last time before I get into my 60s in a few more years, about five more years, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll just try to eat right. Right? First down for those Steelers.
Yeah, and here's the issue, Al, as we look at this game right now. The Cleveland Browns have 2 offensive linemen out, right?
Now these Steelers get in the end zone before halftime, and the Browns don't score. Again, I'm throwing this out there. I think it's going to be interesting by the end of the game.
And that's James Washington. So just like that, they have gone from their 11-yard line all the way down to the 24.
If they can go from the 11-yard line and make 89 yards of it, get in the end zone, it's going to give them a whole lot of confidence.
He took an inside release instead of an outside release, but then worked very quickly back to the outside to stay away from that safety. Then saw it, took advantage.
Harrison got banged up. He's out, red line in on this play. Roethlisberger to look out from behind. They get to him and he gets it away. And it's Connor fighting his way to the 17-yard line. That's a gain there of 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Romeo, I believe that, man. I just gotta get out there. Last year messed me up because I usually
Miles Garrett, that he has the skills to go beyond your quarterback and still then so far in, go from 9 yards to 6 yards in a way that other passes.
Last year messed me up that because COVID, they shut down the YMCA I used to go to. They actually hooked our YMCA up because we used to have a little. That weight room was pretty. It was pretty small. You know, a lot of people went and worked out there, but now they made it a lot better. But yeah, I didn't work out at all last year. I actually made up a little routine I did at home this summer, but I need to get those barbells, man. I need to get that gym equipment going. Bit by bit. Second down and 6. 2:44 left on the clock. I think they should run it one time and then go play action.
I still have 3 timeouts. You know they've got issues on the offensive line. You probably have some.
So that's why. Okay, well.
Don't have their offensive line coach and Bill Callahan or his backup.
Nope, no passing. Short of the first down. They can stay 3rd and 1. They can still get a first down. 3rd and 1. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dang, that passing, man.
Smith-Schuster covered by Stewart, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning at 1:58. Cleveland 28, Pittsburgh nothing.
They got a regular setup with Rock from not Rock, but Rock under the quarterback. They got a fullback formation, man. Run that and get that first down, and you got 4 downs on the end zone, on the line to get in the end zone. Then if you want to mix that play action pass in there, right now all they're doing is just straight man to man because they know they know Pittsburgh's not going to run the ball. Got to mix that up. Anyway, 2-minute warning. The score is still 28-0. Things keep going the way they are going. I would say that the Browns have to score one more time to be absolutely safe. Whether that's a touchdown, 2 field goals.
Get your taxes done with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off. Send us a pic of your docs and a tax.
Yeah, they're taking it to them, man. You right, Romeo.
No matter how you choose.
It's about time. I took a whole year off, so it's time for me to get back in.
Well, actually,
I've been doing I have been doing a few push-ups.
It's historic.
Because I got this thing where every time I get 50 subscribers, I do 50 push-ups. So I hadn't been able to do 50 push-ups straight yet because my muscles just tighten up. So I've been working at it. Doing like incline push-ups. So the last time I went 40 straight before I stopped. Now I stayed in push-up position, but I have to stop, do 5 and 5 more finishes. So this next time I'm gonna try to do at least 45 before I stop. I'm gonna keep doing that until I get 1,000 subscribers.
4th and 1 coming up for Pittsburgh. Look at that. The Browns' defense this year. The opponent's 22 of 27 on 4th down. That's the most.
Yeah, Candy. Egan told me that. He said basically. Well, you know. Yeah, he said. I told him he must have a pretty good voice too. If you was gonna try to hook him up, put him on your album. J. Rome, what's up? All right, it's gonna be an important spot. He didn't get it on the initial. He didn't get it initially. Oh, they got a measure. Oh, they measured. That line on the field is not okay. First down. Come on, you gonna run this in, bro? At least run it one time. There you go. That's too close to be throwing the ball down there without a play action. All right. Hey, AJ, they doing it right now. They better keep it up. Like I said, I think they got to score at least one. They got to score at least one more time. They got to score at least once more.
Ronnie Harrison was right in the backfield, and it was Connor who finishes it off. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, trust me, are very much in this game.
Because they might have to score 2 more times. They might have to score twice, but at least once. Because the Steelers just drove 89 yards. That's a big confidence booster. Plus, that's the Steelers. They know it's playoff time. They got veterans all over the place. Well, in a few key places.
No actual game for the Pro Bowl this year, but the NFL's best players will still be recognized during the 2021 NFL Pro Bowl celebration presented by Verizon. You can tune in on Sunday, January 31st, 3 Eastern on ESPN and ABC.
That'll be okay with those players.
It will be.
Go down there and work on their tan a little bit.
I appreciate that, Jay.
2,500 people were allowed in here tonight.
Did that with spray cans. I still hadn't put the clear coat on it, but I think I might let somebody do that because all right, bringing the ball out, nice return out to the 37-yard line. Yeah, I can buy cans of that clear coat, like I think it's called 3D. Basically, two-stage clear coat. It's got like a hardener on the inside. You have to open. You have to actually puncture the hardener on the inside of it, and then when you spray it on, it's real clear, but then it has a hardener on the inside. But those cans cost like $26 a piece. Man, that would be the most expensive part of that job if I were to clear coat everything with spray cans. But it still is pretty decent without the clear coat on it.
Second down, Pittsburgh has all of its timeouts, and they just called their first. The minute and 32 coming up on the 2 at halftime. Lamar and the Ravens break through, knock off the Titans. The Saints win, beat the Bears, sitting up Breeze Brady 3.
Yeah, Candy, that's what he told me.
Super wild card weekend coming your way at halftime. There's Highsmith who came out earlier, and he goes limping down the sideline.
Yeah, it's hard to put in perspective how good Alex Highsmith has been.
Yeah, Jay, I want to hear your answer to that.
They're getting equally thin on both sides.
Romeo likes to ask those questions. I'm not fighting Kimbo Slice. Bare knuckle brawl.
And so Pittsburgh does not have to use the timeout. A little break there. Can they stop them on 3rd down and 6 here?
6 people in the chat. Thank you guys for showing up and hanging out, watching this last playoff game of the weekend. 28-7 Browns. That's right. If you haven't been watching the game, it's 28-7 Browns. Browns haven't been in the playoffs in 18 years. Mayfield scrambles up, takes a hit. First down.
First down. Big first down.
I tell you, Baker Mayfield did this last week as well. Several big runs in which he put his head down and fought for that extra yard to pick up the first down. Big time play right there by Baker Mayfield.
And those are the official sticks right there. No measurement necessarily. Now a little bit of a conference here with the clock stopped at 1:04.
And now the script completely flips. Now Cleveland starts thinking.
Yeah, Jay. I'm gonna check that out because I have used you go to a regular like Walmart somewhere or a paint place, and they give you like this stuff called I think it's 3D. I think I'm saying that right, or 2-stage, but supposedly they got it already mixed in there. But this stuff that I'm talking about in this spray can where you have to puncture the hardener, that's like what that's the real stuff professionals use for painting. And that hardener, it's like you have a certain amount of days to use it, or since the hardener's in there, it'll go ahead and harden all the paint, and you can't use it. I think somebody said if you keep it in a like room temperature, you probably have like 3 days after you open the can, after you start spraying it to use it, or it'll harden. So yeah, that could be expensive. So I might get, my son likes to do stuff like this. that dude actually gets to hook up on a lot of things. So I might talk to him. You might find somebody to give me a good first down. Oh my gosh. Give me a good deal on actually spraying my whole truck with clear coat. That truck, that's an old truck, you know. The paint job I did on it looks it looks good enough for me. So, you know, most people will put maybe 3 coats of clear coat on there. If you give me 2 coats, make it shine a little bit, I'll be happy.
Down the field, no, let me check it down. I've got one of the most elusive, one of the most hard to tackle backs in all of
That truck is
and he's going to pick up the first down. So
that truck is I've had that truck 22 years, I think it is.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, places the ball down, 24-yard line.
I love watching Baker get the ball out of his hands. It's such a difference from what he did a season ago.
5 people in the chat. Thanks for hitting that like button. The Browns, with 42 seconds, have actually moved the ball down to the Pittsburgh 11-yard line. So the Browns take a timeout. They should at least get 3 points out of this.
A 21-point lead. Trying to make it 28.
Al, when you have an injury in this league, they go after it. Cassius Morris came in on the left side for Alex Highsmith. Watch the kick-out block come across the field. They are going to attack the smaller guy on the edge.
Pancake.
They may not run another play other than this one.
Dang.
Time after time.
Form block.
Until you
beautiful.
Stop it.
77. 42 seconds on the clock. What do you do? 1st and 10. You run it one more time. It's been successful. Nope. Pass it. Quick pass. Good haul in. 37 seconds on the clock.
Makes the tackle. And the final timeout is taken here by Cleveland with 37 seconds.
Ben knows what this means. You know, you hold them to a field goal, okay. They get a touchdown in here and match the one you just put on the board going down the field. They were thinking what I was thinking. Their momentum has shifted. They've got issues on the offensive line. They'll have their offensive line coach to make adjustments. But now Baker put this team on his back and was driving.
And on top of this, Cleveland gets
What's up, Romeo? Touchdown.
Austin Hooper, who came over from Atlanta, big free agent pickup. 4 grams tonight for 26 yards. Mr. Van Pelt's calling pretty good game tonight.
34-7.
Yeah, they're just going to blitz right here, and then nobody picks it up. You'll see Baker Fitzpatrick put his arms in the air like, what happened? What are you guys doing? And they have had so many guys as a signal caller inside. Robert Spillane, Vince Williams in on that play, but not much continuity on this defense over the past month, and it shows.
And the field goal is good. 35-7. Browns, 35 points in the first half. Steelers 7. 2 interceptions by the Browns.
I crushed out to the mailbox.
They're actually taking advantage of all those turnovers.
I had no idea I'd have to pay that. That's right. It's hard to know exactly.
One really bad snap, first play by the Steelers.
Pays you money directly with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
And
really,
this is the situation they're in. The Steelers did go down and score their last possession, 89 yards. But then the Browns were able to get back and get it back. They were able to get back in the end zone. So we're basically back where we started from. But there are 34 seconds left on the clock. don't ever count any NFL team out completely, you know, to the end of the game. So all they got to do is go and regroup. That's the Steelers, that is. But they got to come out and score on basically every possession. Ray McLeod brings the ball back out. 37, 27-yard line.
His hometown team, his dad taught him to be a Cleveland Browns fan. And it's been tough, right? I mean, even when he was coaching for other teams and came back into Cleveland, he'd give tickets to his relatives and they would come in and cheer against the team that he was coaching.
Got a penalty here on
add-ons. Yeah.
Illegal formation. Kicking team number 55 is not sacked prior to the kick. 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down, Pittsburgh.
All right, 26 seconds.
A little catch and run here would be nice for Ben, and really, that is Deontay Johnson territory.
Okay, with the draw, 10 yards, 11-yard play. Now you run the draw. Not a bad idea. You're trying to catch the Browns thinking, hey, you might go deep, so let's run this draw.
Colts game, and big play after big play after big play. Then last week, it was Mason Rudolph with 4 throws over 20 yards, and you started going, okay, they're finding who they are. They're a big play offense. And so far, what the Cleveland Browns have done is just played this deep envelope of a defense and not allowed them those big plays. And the Steelers haven't been able to answer enough with the shorter, quicker throws.
But the ball is on the 43-yard line. Ooh, slip. But isn't that how it always is? When you're doing bad, every bad thing happens to you.
Well, it's hard for me to know how intentional this offense was because they were good running the football. First 5 games or so, James Conner had over 100 yards 3 times. They just looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then it slowly started evolving into that quick throw offense. And it was great for Ben. It was keeping him healthy. But it changed the offense.
Again, they started hot. Finished all down the stretch. That's caught. And to the 46 goes Johnson with 10 seconds. And
First and 10 seconds. Just a few yards beyond midfield.
So right now, you're looking at an out-of-range field goal quarterback comparison. Right there, those 3 interceptions right there.
3 interceptions.
And 1 other
That's right. 2 tips. 3 tips.
For Pittsburgh.
And the thing about Baker Mayfield's play so far is he has avoided those blood in the water moments. You know, I remember Bill Belichick telling me a story about, playing Pittsburgh.
35-7, 10 seconds left. Pittsburgh has the ball.
Jumping on top of each other, making those sacks and sack ball. You can't let that get going.
On the Browns, 40.
So far, Baker has avoided all of those kinds of plays.
47.
Playing Renegade and with the crowd and everything else. People are looking for a timeout, don't have one with the Browns.
Gotta throw it quick. Get out of bounds. He's out of bounds, bro.
Is he out of bounds? Claypool is. They stopped the clock.
Oh, that was just 1 second?
Well, I thought it was 10 seconds when they started.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I looked down at the clock and it said 10 at the start of the play. Now it says 9.
Yeah,
I mean, time flies, but not that fast.
Well, and if it's going to be at 9.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Game clock did not run on that play.
Yeah,
5 seconds to go in the game clock.
My man right there looks like a guy named Connor Manning.
They had guys in position to guard the boundaries. They had the right defense on. They just did not play that very well.
All right, 49-yard field goal by the Steelers. Chris Boswell. Its make probability is 58%. We'll go ahead and give him 60% chance he'll make this. And it's going to be good.
Boswell is good. So it's halftime. But it's
all right, guys, it's halftime. Take a little break. Hope you guys come back and share this and bring some more people in here to watch the second half of the last playoff game this weekend. Browns against the Steelers. It is, at this point right now, it is 35-10. Browns are having their way. But again, these are two professional teams, so you never know what could happen. Right? Don't sleep on this game. You never know. Could be the best, end up being the best game of the day. All right, so I will be back in 3 to 5 minutes.
You know what this Hardee's double cheeseburger deserves? Bottle service. Try the new A1 double cheeseburger for $2.99. Part of the Charbroil double deals at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
You never know what's around the corner. That's why Ford is built for what's next. Rough terrain, we can help tackle it. A lot going on around you, we can help you focus. Driver in your blind spot, we can help you spot them. And to help you prepare for what's next, your Carolina Ford dealers are offering great deals on America's best-selling brands. Now get a 2020 Escape with 0 for 60, or get a 2020 Explorer with 0 for 72. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Extended through January 15th. Join Planet Fitness for no enrollment. $10 a month, no commitment. 2020 is over. Start 2021 with tons of ways to get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. And spread out while you work out with cardio distancing and our new crowd meter. Plus, use our app to get moving anywhere. Your fitness is essential, so kick things off with the year's best deal. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends January 15th.
Join at any of our 14 Triad locations or at planetfitness.com.
Now more than ever, protecting your home means not only protecting what's inside your house, but what's outside. With CPI's new Video Doorbell Pro, get intelligent video notifications when a person is detected. And with the new 150-degree vertical lens, you can see everything on your porch, so you don't miss a thing. Only a CPI doorbell is connected to the rest of your CPI security system, giving you complete security in case of an emergency. Pick your choice of 2 different cameras free with your new CPI Smart Home Security System.
For just $2.99, the new Hardee's A1 double cheeseburger will tempt you with A1 sauce. Try the new A1 double cheeseburger for $2.99. Part of the Charbroil double deals at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
And to challenge racial and economic injustice, the Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes all of us.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
After 18 years, Cleveland's return to the playoffs began with a gift on the first play from scrimmage. A dream start for the Browns, a nightmare first half for Pittsburgh. It is 35-10 as we welcome you to the Toyota Halftime. Dave McHugh, Tony Dungy, Chris Sims apparently practicing during the week. To the game. Overrated. How did we get here?
Well, we got here with Pittsburgh mistakes, and honestly, Chris,
Cleveland just playing harder than Pittsburgh right now, and that's surprising.
Agreed. It's been more physical. You can tell they're the more desperate team right now. But I think when you talk about Pittsburgh and the offensive side of the ball, it's been the miscues. And Big Ben off his game early. Here, you got a one-man route. A little different than what they usually do, but nobody's open. He's double covered. Now Big Ben's on the move. That's not what he's best at. Throws the ball too high over the middle. Then again, high, a little behind the target. Yes, you'd like your receiver to catch that ball, but we'd like Big Ben to hit the target too.
Then on offense, when you can't practice, the timing may be off in the passing game, but the running game has been on fire. Physical, blocking, one-on-one blocks, Nick Chubb running hard. Kevin Stefanski told me they chart knockdowns on offense. J.C. Treader adds to that total. He knocked us Williams right to the ground. Physical offense.
And now the Browns look at their first playoff win since New Year's Day 1995. Earlier, Lamar Jackson looking to play his first career postseason win. Drops back, and John Harbaugh called this the greatest run by a quarterback he's ever seen.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a sack, and then it's 48 yards past defensive backs through the whole team.
It's real good, I know that. Later on, Jackson on the run again. He had 136 on the ground. Look, that was a scramble. This is the design run, getting out on the edge. They didn't do that to the Titans the first time around when they lost. Jackson had a few of these today. And you have Dobbins. You have the number one rushing attack in the game.
It's when you have to stop the outside of Lamar Jackson. Dobbins right up inside with power running.
Meanwhile, the Titans, Derrick Henry, 1,000 yard rushing season, but he was smothered here. Never got going. The Ravens defense, the big boys up front, were all over him all day long.
And this is how they played. A lot of five-man lines, daring Tennessee to throw the ball. They had no answer. Derrick Henry just could not get going today.
18 carries, 40 yards. Still, Titans have a chance down 2 minutes to go. It's right Tannehill, but he's intercepted by Marcus Peters. Well, we talked about the big boys, but these guys in the back end play phenomenal too. Marcus Peters, yeah, a little payback for the thing stopped them a while ago. Logo revenge. Baltimore wins it 20-13. In the NFC, Saints the Bears, and look who's back. Michael Thomas, Brace finds it.
These guys have such a timing, such a chemistry. Michael Thomas had been out for a while, back in form here.
And Breeze created for the cross. I mean, amazing play here. First off, buying time at his age, but we think it's running as a blocker here. Hey, that's what a Hall of Fame quarterback does. He knows where all eligible receivers are. Use all the weapons.
Yes, and Alvin Kamara does so much for this offense. Dynamic runner inside near the goal line.
Bring on.
You'll see him.
There it is. Look at the schedule next weekend. Rams Packers Saturday afternoon on Fox. In prime time, the Bills will host either the Ravens or Steelers here on NBC. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern. Then Sunday, Chiefs are on CBS 305, either against the Browns or Ravens. And then we have Brady's Breeze. You saw the matchups there. What stands out? Well, that Rams-Packers game, Aaron Rodgers versus Aaron Donald, the number one scoring offense, number one scoring defense. I got my eye on that one.
And Tampa, New Orleans. New Orleans has won the first two. It's tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
Yes.
Which has never happened to Tom Brady. So we'll see if New Orleans can keep it going.
That's the NFC. The AFC so tough. The Chiefs, the Bills, and the Ravens looking very impressive today. Coming up, top moments from this Super Wild Card weekend. But first, Toyota invites you to turn every corner in style. Enjoy the Sienna life in the all-new Toyota Sienna.
Of course we are.
But you're driving downtown.
I'm taking the scenic route.
For who?
For everyone else.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
Kicking off the new year strong. It's time to take care of you with healthy food, fitness, and how to jumpstart your love life. Join us this month and start today.
The Buffalo Bills have the third longest active playoff drought in the NFL. The play that seals it. First playoff win, not as a victory.
We will be wrapping up Wild Card Weekend with a special post-game show on Peacock featuring Michael Smith and Michael Holly from Brother from Another. That is right after this game on Peacock. Pittsburgh. Questions, some one side, answers on the other. Cleveland in control. Al Chris Michelle will call in the second half after this.
This is the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
Emmy winner Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist is back. Way to go. Tuesday.
Why buy from us? Free lifetime powertrain warranty. Easy, no hassle pricing. And we'll deliver the vehicle to your home or work. What more could you ask for? Very happy. You buy more, you sell more, you save more.
When I was 15 years old, I started out working construction. You name it, we did. Roof, poured concrete, and sheetrock. There's one thing I've learned is if you work hard, you're going to get hurt. Now, you might think you're covered. You've got workers' comp insurance. But let me tell you, the adjuster's entire job is to save them money and not pay it to you. You need to find someone to make sure that you're treated fairly.
Call Rome Law. Hardee's Touchdown Takeout, a winner every week. Congratulations to this week's Hardee's Touchdown Takeout winner. You can win too. Go to WSIWorld.com contest and register for a chance to win. A winner every week all season long. Hardee's Touchdown Takeout.
You know what this Hardee's double cheeseburger deserves? Bottle service. Try the new A1 double cheeseburger for $2.99. Part of the Charbroil double deals at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
New year, new ride, new you. Start your year out right by upgrading your ride at Jerry Hunt Supercenter in Lexington.
Not gonna waste the bread. Let me show you the bread.
We buy more, we sell more, you save more.
Follow WXII 12 on social media.
Welcome to the Believe in Hornets podcast, Believe Podcast Network. My name is Sam, Sam Dracula on YouTube. My co-host, Muggsy Bones. It's 2021. We made it. Yeah, we did. Gosh, glad. Yes, yes. A fresh new year to look forward to. This is episode 5 of our podcast, which is insane. It's flown by already. So just here it is. 4 other episodes to check out, so check those out. But in this episode, we're talking about the continued roller coaster of the Hornets here, the ups and downs. We're talking about starting 5 of the fall championship game. We're talking about the month. We're also debuting segment storytelling with Muggsy. So stay tuned for that.
Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by the all-new Chevy Trailblazer.
But first, it's the Browns and the Steelers on NBC.
Dallas Mavericks.
Horrible snap all the way back to the 2-yard line,
There,
and the Browns
kind of a slide. Two losses first in without John Moran and Andrew Jackson.
into the end zone.
And then 2 losses to the Sixers. Honestly, not that unexpected.
Introducing
Sixers
the
are
all-new
very,
Chevy
very good.
Trailblazer.
They look like they can win the game inside the East. So at this point, the Hornets are 2-5. Muggsy, what are your overall thoughts on the
There's the
team
quarterback
thus far
comparison
and
tonight.
performances at this
From
point in the
Roethlisberger,
season?
2 TD passes from Mayfield.
Well, it's still early in
The
the game.
Cleveland Browns, they have just set an NFL record for most points in the first half in any road playoff game. The playoffs started back in 33 in the NFL postseason. Steelers 4 times in the first half, most since 1991. Browns have lost their last 8 postseason road games, and the Steelers have won their last 17 home games against Cleveland. All that, at least at the moment, looks like it's blown out the window. It's a 25-point lead, and the Browns are going to get the ball to start the second half. From the 5-yard line, Johnson up to the 25.
Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by our friends at AWS. And here it goes. Baker Mayfield getting that ball out of his hands, not letting the #1 pass rush team in the National Football League get to him all night long. He has frustrated them, even when they had 2 backup offensive linemen in the game. Baker was able to get rid of the football quickly, stay clean, and he is rolling.
Starts this from the 24-yard line. Chubb in the backfield had 8 carries for 53 yards.
All right, second half has started. The score is still 35-10 Browns.
We have an opportunity to do something big for this franchise, so play with passion and create.
The Browns actually have the ball, 2nd and 4 to go. They have the ball on their 32-yard line. 2nd and 4. Pass by Baker Mayfield to the tight end for Browns first down.
Watch Baker Mayfield, how quickly he gets rid of this football. With the clock on it, just see. There you go. That is what Ben Roethlisberger averaged per throw. To put in perspective what these two quarterbacks have done this year, but it's more important tonight than ever to get rid of the ball, and Baker has understood it.
Baker's under center, single back, hands it to the back. Basically for no gain.
I mean, this is such a good pass rushing team. TJ Watt led the league in sacks.
2nd down.
And Stephon Tuitt, 11 sacks, a career high. So this is a team 4 years in a row now have led the National Football League.
2nd and 9.
Yet you can feel their frustration because Baker Mayfield is getting the ball out of his hands so quickly. They are just turning into bull rushers, and the Browns are handling it.
Empty backfield. Steelers probably offside. First down. Yeah, they're going to decline that penalty.
Offside. Defense, number 49. That penalty's declined. Those are plays, first down.
Yeah, so what do? You see the blitz, you know it's coming on early downs, right across. You go hard count. Baker just hitting on all cylinders, and for Kansas Marsh, they were running at him at the end of the first half, and that was a big jump off sides there. But so far, the one-on-one coverage can't hold up to allow the Steelers to blitz.
Single backfield. Baker's pass is tipped. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
And TJ Watt, not much of a factor in hitting Baker Mayfield, but at least got his hands up there to be able to knock it down. And that's now maybe what they have to resort to, almost an admission that they are not getting close to Baker Mayfield. So see if we get a tip ball, maybe a pick six, something to get them back in the game.
Baker's in the gun. Over the middle. Ball's caught on the 41-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though.
There's no excuse. The Cleveland Browns receivers were just completely messed up as to who was going to be on the ball and off the ball. They had 6 seconds to set up.
Was that a legal procedure?
Never could get themselves set. Watch them as they come over.
Yeah. Legal formation.
No, you get back. Right? You get back.
Number 81 was covered up. 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
So when they had 2 receivers on the line of scrimmage, the outside guy covered up the inside guy, making.
Yeah, the outside guy's got to. Well, he doesn't have to. One of those guys. The inside guy's on the line. The outside guys has to be off the line. 2nd and 15. It's got to be a pass. Empty backfield. Ball's on the 50-yard line, no 47-yard line. Baker's under pressure. He scrambles out. Now he's got to run out of bounds with a minimal gain. 3rd down. 11:52 on the clock.
That's never been done before. 73 consecutive regular season games with the sack. That's the longest streak in history.
Yeah, guys, I did not know. I didn't even think that this season would go this long. I actually thought because of COVID, too many guys would catch it, and they would go ahead and end the season. Not like you can play football in a bubble. I mean, I guess you could, but too many teams going different places. So didn't think we'd be this far. It's funny. It's not funny, but we've learned how a little bit more about how COVID works.
They're going overload blitzes now. Now they're getting some pressure on Baker Mayfield. They just have to lock on in coverage down the field.
So it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily get it if you just touch someone. Ooh, nice hit. It takes the ball from the 6 to about the 15.
What do we do with our son gone off to college?
What you'll do is claim a tuition tax credit for him, which I can help out. If you're a photographer, these prompts can be.
Do I run off the Wi-Fi in my son's treehouse?
If that's where you get your freelancing done, then yep.
Thank you.
File with the help of an expert, or let an expert file for you. Intuit TurboTax Live.
Pause jerky. We have to stop.
This is far.
You guys are gonna love this.
What is this? It says TNT.
All right, I want to get us some milk.
Take a family off-road trip in the new Santa Fe with H-Track all-wheel drive.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you know what? Forgot my sunglasses.
Okay. Oh, keys, wallet, any electronics in the tray for me? It's me, babe. Sorry, Parker. Just doing my job. Phone charger. Keys, wallet, in the tray for me, please.
Ooh, I think I left the curling iron plugged in.
You step over here for a second, please.
Safety. It's not a fad or a trend. It's not even a priority. Priorities shift and change. At Lowe's, we believe safety is more than that. To us, it's a value. Because safety is just something that we do and have always done. And that's never been more important than now.
One person in the chat.
Safety
Welcome
unites us.
or welcome back. We're in it for the long run. It's late Sunday night. People are probably watching this game in the bed if they're watching it at all. Right now, these Browns are in the lead, 35-10. First time for the Browns in 18 years, so they're like, hey, we're not going to go to this playoff game and lose it. We want to be in it for a long haul. So they're trying to play next week.
Everything has a price.
But the Steelers have the ball. It's 11 minutes left in the third quarter. This is professional football. They are still not out of the game. If you ask me, anything can happen. Before the half, they drove 89 yards down the field and scored. So, like I said, all they have to do is do that every time they get the ball, every possession. Every series, they have to drive down the field, and they have to score. And then they have to stop the Browns, which they've done a few times. So first down, Steelers.
come up no huddle the last time. Now a very quick huddle into the line of scrimmage.
74% of the passes in that first half, short of the first down marker from Ben. He came in with a league high 59%, so even more short passes than normal.
Another completion and a first down from Roethlisberger to Schuster.
Red wine.
Juju.
Stop there. So, for years, of course, it was Antonio Brown. He was a big star the last time they were in a playoff game in Kansas City. And then Juju came in. And then he got a little bit of company this year with Claypool and Johnson. For Juju overall, as I said, a guy who may have stoked the fires a little bit with some comments about the Browns last year. On the 42-yard line. That pass is caught here by
Another first down.
He'll pick up the first down.
Once again, the Steelers getting a little momentum like they did before the half was over.
The role has definitely changed. He is now their slot receiver. He does the dirty work. He does the blocking inside, and he's a free agent. So we talked to him about it, and he said,
Juju Schuster, 24 years old from USC.
But he said, if I had my choice,
Juju came out a little early. A little short pass from Roethlisberger to Connor. Good tackle.
Something like 18 players that are prospective free agents, including some big names, and they're up against the cap. I'm not saying they're in salary cap hell, but close. Yeah.
But it is. It's a, and every team's facing it. Once the salary cap, it's possible, comes down a little bit based on everything that happened this season.
Another first down. Another first down by the Steelers.
So many times when you have a great player like Myles Garrett, they slide the line towards him so much that occasionally.
So once again, they're moving the ball down the field. Got a little momentum. Got a little rhythm going.
That time Ben had a better answer.
6 plays on the drive. 4 passes. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. First attempt.
Nice little move. Well, it wasn't really a great move, but it just looked pretty. Ball's on the 17-yard line. First down for the Steelers. 7:46 left in the third quarter. Look them off, man. Rock stands in the pocket, throws a dime. Throws a dime.
He beat Stewart on the play, and exactly what Pittsburgh needed to attempt to get back in the game. 8 plays, 4 passes, 84 yards.
Sometimes you can be too conservative and almost will the other team back into sync by letting them hit a lot of passes in a row. And you could sort of begin to feel Ben Roethlisberger getting in a bit of a rhythm there. And now they go for the 2.
He got in a big rhythm there.
They are 60%.
Browns, don't get stuck in quicksand. Do not get stuck in quicksand.
Love Juju on this little slants and inside breaking routes from here.
And Thompson throws incomplete coverage with that time.
So score is now 35-16 Browns. But all these students have to do is stop the Browns, which can be done, and then walk it right back down the field like they just did. This lead is not insurmountable. It can be done.
I need 1 second.
works together in the new Santa Fe with user profiles.
If you need the key to fresh laundry, try Game Flings. They have more freshness ingredients compared to Bargain liquid detergent. They have 3 superpowered ingredients that fight stink: OxyBoost, Febreze odor remover, and concentrated detergent. Try Game Flings and smell the difference.
How about you?
No. No way.
Come on. No. 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 Only Discover has no annual fee on any card. T-Mobile knows the new year brings big news. Get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan. And save 20% of your bill every month versus the other guys. That's right, iPhone 12 on us. Only at T-Mobile.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Anything flies on game days.
Games, Mondays on NBC.
What's up with you and that button? You don't get the button to answer the question. You're banging it and banging it. You're gonna break it. I have button spasm. Stop it.
Week this week, new episodes Monday on NBC.
35-16. And Roethlisberger on that last drive was 8 of 8. 8 plays on the drive, 84 yards. And the touchdown to Keeper.
Always have to be a little careful here about onside kicks or some little trick.
I think it's some extra guys a little closer, but bound into the end zone. And we will bound downstairs to Michelle.
And this week, like many others for the Browns, meetings and practices were held virtually on Zoom calls that looked something like this. And players would be shown, a flip card with a play named on it, and they'd each be asked to annotate on the screen what their role in that play was. Kevin Stefanski said it was kind of like teaching school, and he thought his team should be called the Zoom All-Stars. They've gotten so good at it now.
They're in the Zoom Hall of Fame the way things are going tonight. 35-16. Crazy week of preparation. So far, so good for these guys. That pass is incomplete.
All right, incomplete pass by the Browns.
They do not let you have those bootlegs, and it's such a big part of this offense. They are going to get up the field, so every time that Baker Mayfield is coming out, he has had somebody right in his face. But Baker Mayfield clearly this year, especially with those bootlegs going to his left, has shown some real versatility that I don't think was a part of his game. Certainly wasn't a year ago.
All right, there's a run by the Browns up the middle for a minimal gain. Third down. 3rd and 8.
Well, here's a little bit of those bootleg left plays that we were talking about. Of course, in Minnesota, so much of that offense where Kevin Stefanski came was part of that going out to the left, and Baker actually makes fun of him a little bit because he says that's all he calls anymore. But you can see why, because Mayfield's numbers have been off the charts with his newfound skill.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Baker's pass is incomplete.
Sutton is there. So after that 8-play drive that culminates in a touchdown, it's a very rapid 3 and out for the Cleveland Browns.
And if you listen to Mike Tomlin, he'll tell you that Cameron Sutton's one of the unsung heroes of this football team. His disguises, his ability to play so many different positions. And now the Steelers are actually playing better coverage now that they're blitzing and playing man-to-man.
Definitely. Gillen to punt.
All right, the Browns punt the ball once again. Steeler feels it and is down at probably the 26. 35-16. Steelers can make this a game. All they have to do is walk it back down there, drive it back down, and get in the end zone.
Do I have to do anything? Nothing. Nothing? Well, that really is something.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy First.
May I have a balloon too?
Sure. Your parents have been getting a Farmers Home Policy for 12 consecutive months, right? We are farmers. 1-800-FARMERS.
Get your taxes done with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off. Send us a pic of your balance, and a tax pro will do the work. Or file online and get help if you need it. No matter how you choose to file, Wild has your back. Camera wasn't on.
Yes, it is crazy hair day.
Awesome job, you guys. Miss Thomas? Yeah. It's your turn to go.
Gotcha. You're going down.
Introducing the all-new Sonata with remote smart parking assist. Have a good day. And Hyundai Digital Key. A better way to stay one step ahead.
Go pro on Sub for double protein on full-on subs and the new protein bowls. And if you want to go pro like Marshawn, don't let anything get in your way.
Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Go pro and get double protein for just $2 more.
I'll tell you what I love this story.
Why didn't you try to find me? What stopped you?
I had a chill.
This is a Tuesday morning mess.
Hockey is back. Thursday at 5:30 Eastern on NBCSN.
The show TV guy calls the top news show of the year. Ted Danson and Holly Hunter star and Mr. Mayor. Catch it Thursday night right here on NBC.
I could see him in politics.
Who wants to go to politics? At the 33-yard line, the Pittsburgh Steelers begin the drive after their
All right, Pittsburgh has the ball back, 35-16. Pass over the middle for about a
Watch out now.
3-yard gain.
Now the Cleveland Browns are starting to roll up, and there might be an opportunity here at some point for a Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Cleveland Browns.
Let's see if they stay that way. Are they really going to come up and start challenging these receivers?
I can't see it right now. Okay, let's see. They got one deep safety, Boise deep, 15 yards, almost 20 yards. Keep everything underneath. Ooh, come on, man. All those guys over there, bro. Can't zip it in there like you used to.
So the Browns, nice disguise here. They've got Claypool out here, and they're making it look like one-on-one, but the free safety is going to sprint immediately that way to make sure he's doubled. So good job of flashing something that looked like it was going to be open and then taken away.
Full house up top. Defense shot back. Right.
Johnson makes the catch. Carl Joseph came in from the secondary, big first down.
That might be the rhythm.
The right side, which means one-on-one
right there might be the rhythm you need to get in.
Johnson, good job by Ben hanging in there. And these corners are just not going to hold up. Robert Jackson is not going to hold up. They went after him 10 times in the game last week. And if they start seeing that man coverage, you will see 10 this quarter.
Very good. Better get a hand on him. All right. After a 5-yard game.
Tackled about the 47-yard line, sets up a 2nd down and 5 with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm mad respect for Connor, man. Everything he's been through to be out there playing.
Tomlin, he's seen everything, right? He tried to prepare for every possible scenario at training camp. They took coaches out on given days. They took players out on given days. They had everything break down. They wanted to create every difficulty he could imagine. I don't think they practiced 35-16 down to the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs.
Oh, nice one. Nice look off. Nice look off, Ben. You set that play up. Nice.
And I think the blood pressure of every Browns fan is going up about 10 points right now.
It wasn't exactly a pump fake, but it was a shoulder shimmy here from
Yeah,
Ben.
he looked that off.
Wide receiver quick screen.
Got him.
The Browns react up just before he took the hit. Ben got it out to Juju, and here we go, Al. You knew some momentum swing was going to happen. Now do the Browns have an answer?
From the 20.
Hey, what y'all doing? You had him, though.
2nd down and 10.
That was going to be a very nasty play. Now, I don't know who messed that one up, but Claypool was going to have a walk.
They're going to be wide open.
Pump fakes this. Watch this one. They're going to go hard play fake outside.
Got him. Got him. He didn't never know. Bro.
Within 10 yards of Chase Claypool.
Those have to work on Jackson again.
So the Steelers
2nd and 10.
have good momentum. Wide open again. Oh, Ben, you got to put it on him. You got to put it on him. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, Clay may have had a chance, but they would have to slow him down a little bit. Claypool is just a monster. He's that big rebounding machine that they just
Ben's got to put that on him, bro.
Guys like him around here, and they love throwing
Raheem, what's up?
Rebound position, and it's just out of the reach. Do not want to be settling for field goals here.
First down. First down.
Take it to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. He's really hot. He's already thrown 45 passes.
First down.
And 319 yards through the air.
And great slot receivers will do that for a quarterback. He comes down, he finds the hole, he understands it's a zone, and he makes an easy target for his quarterback. Juju now starting to get hot.
Connor, the running back, all the way out to the right. Valenti here. Smith-Schuster in the slot.
Yep. Ben drops back. Ooh. A little too hot. Man, I swear.
Ripped that one in there.
Dang, he didn't have his hands up. He won't look for that quick. It was open though.
We saw Ben talking to Juju on the sideline.
And you know Ben's gonna throw it, so dang, like I'd have ran the ball on the 1st down and then did play action on the 2nd.
Johnson, the intended receiver.
I don't know if that's a wide receiver or Ben. That's got to be the wide receiver though, isn't it? That's like the 3rd time I've seen that. The ball's coming out real early before they get out of their pattern. Yeah, it should have been. Now we know he's going to throw it. Empty backfield. They didn't jump outside, so now you got 3 seconds to snap the ball, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's
So now it's 4th down and goal.
Get your field goal. Get your field goal. Get your points.
But in this particular circumstance, with 18 minutes to go in the game,
You better get your points.
I think you have to go. And one of the unwritten stories of this game is going to be some of the misses between Ben and Eric.
But actually,
they have not practiced very much together.
Actually, he's open. He's got to put it on him. They're going for it. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, fourth. Got to get in the end zone. There he is. Got him that time. Juju.
It's 35-22, so it's a two-possession game.
This is the NFL. We're talking NFL playoffs. The games are never over, no matter what the score is at any given time.
That time he was outside, so instead of getting caught in the middle,
Ben looked him off too.
Going, and somehow Ben found him.
13-point lead, so the book says go for one, which they do, and they get it.
Should have went for one a few minutes ago. Well, not a few minutes ago. First half.
35-23.
Something's not right.
Something's not right.
All right.
We just saw the TV.
It is a game.
Larry, why are you in the dining room?
Man, I can't watch that.
It is a game.
No, why are you in our dining room?
To tell you, Rocky Mortgage can help you plan for a bigger home. From down payments to closing costs, it's easy to explore what fits your budget.
Yeah, I know it's cold in Pittsburgh.
Good idea.
If you need a home to fit the whole season, Rocket can. With Verizon, you don't have to choose
Man, at
between
night.
5G from America's most reliable network and the best in entertainment. Get Disney Plus.
That's why I said if I would have went pro, well, I would love to have played somewhere like
One of our best phones when you buy one.
Tampa Bay,
You're in the right place. My seminars are a great tool.
Dallas, Texas,
Now remember, they're not programs, they're TV shows.
Miami.
No one cares. Yes.
So I was using something called Home Quote Explorer from Progressive to easily compare home insurance rates. Was I hashtagging?
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote
Right,
Explorer.
it's a game.
Guess what?
It's
The
a game.
need to know your name.
Wow! You gotta see the stats on that one. I get the handoff, and when four defenders that close, chance of punching it in for a TD, 14%. I can work with that. So I accelerate a lot. Defender distance, decimal. My only out, zero gravity, 6 points. Best clip and play of the season. Next Gen Stats powered by Amazon Web Services. AWS is how.
It doesn't matter where they came from or how you met them. Some you've known your entire life. Others just feel like it. They come in small groups or by the thousands. But we call them all family. And everything's just better when you're with them. No matter how you family, it's better in the Hyundai Palisade. With available class-exclusive blind view monitor.
I feel good. I feel good.
Get a dozen double fried shrimp for $1 with a steak entree only at Applebee's.
So Cleveland a 28-0 first quarter lead, 35-10 at the half. And now Pittsburgh makes it 35-23 with a ton of time, 2:57 left in the third, and a big drive upcoming for Cleveland. The Browns have had 2 possessions.
All right, Browns.
Both resulting in quick.
I said you're going to have to score 2 more times. Well, I said 1 more. You've already scored 1, but you might have to score twice. If you're not going to stop them on defense.
He's had some really good pass protection, and he's had some good run blocks as well. Some key blocks that have popped some key runs.
Baker can't make a mistake, though.
Lamb on the other side, and again, you just have to remember, Bill
Baker cannot make a mistake. I think
is not here, out with COVID. So is the backup offensive line coach. So much of
the
this
Steelers have their rhythm now. So Ben's going to take him down to score unless he throws an interception.
Chris, I was thinking about we were in the commercial break.
Now right there, that looked like with some females. I've heard females talk and say, "Man, why do y'all run right to the heart of the defense?" Well, they don't say the heart of the defense. Why do you guys run where everybody is? Well, that's the blocking scheme. But right there, it just looked like Chubb just ran where everybody was. They got it tight. They got the offense tight. And they're not blowing them off the ball right now. Momentum. Now they're going to do Baker Mayfield bootleg.
They've got that covered as well, but they want TJ Watt now to get engaged in this game because he is the kind of guy.
They got to spread them out and run that, man.
With some kind of turnover.
You won't be able to run that bootleg either because those guys be throwing the ball to an area sometimes. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So many things like this have happened in this series over this long losing streak for the Cleveland Browns in this building. And that was very nearly a pick six. Very, very lucky was Baker Mayfield that one did not end up in his own end zone.
I hope they win, Raheem. I got a feeling Curry's going to end the game with like 10. Curry's going to probably, if he's still in there, Curry's going to end the game with like 10 to 12 points.
Before the merger in 1970, Browns joined the league in 50, Steelers back in 33. Browns at the highest win percentage.
If it's that close, he's going to have to hit a big shot. He's going to hit some big shots before the game's over. That's my prediction. He has 6 points. Yeah, I'm going to say he ends up with 12 points.
I don't know how to explain momentum.
We'll hit a couple of big threes for you guys.
Absolutely.
All right, boys and girls, if you have got in the bed or turned this game off, it is now a game. The Pittsburgh Steelers have found their rhythm. Unless Rock throws an interception, looks like they're gonna march it back down and score. And it's right at the end of the third quarter, so there's plenty of time left in this game.
The Browns 15-5 before the merger. Look at that, since 1976.
Browns. Y'all got to score again at least one more time, Browns. I'm going for you, but big tackle. Big tackle.
Making sure he goes for third down and 8, loss of 2.
The Steelers have had their rhythm.
They're clearly the best player in the secondary for the Cleveland.
The last two possessions.
Who is their slot corner is out as well. And so MJ Stewart, who had the interception.
Ray, what's going on? And there's might as well say this is the end of the third quarter, 27 seconds. So they got another quarter to go.
Third and 8, waning the seconds of the third.
Good tackle. Little short.
A yard shy in the spot at the 46. Harrison is there.
You got to punt that, coach.
Will come on the other side as they switch sides of the field in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Steelers 4th down and 2, I think it is. 4th down and 3. But it's a game now, 35-23. The Browns might hold them. Well, they've held them, but we'll see if the Steelers decide to punt. They're still on their side of the field, so I would punt it. This is the beginning of the fourth. What's up, Jay Kennard?
Championship season coming this spring to NBC.
Hey, like I said, any professional game, I never count anybody, especially playoff time. Never count these teams off. These are the best of the best. Never count them out, no matter what. Now, I did have a question if the Steelers would give up after it was like 28-0, and the score right now is my answer. They didn't. I didn't see the shoulders didn't quite drop. Roethlisberger got in a rhythm, and maybe even the Browns may have said, "Okay, we're not going to let them beat us deep," and they just been short passing the Browns to death. Y'all got to play the Pacers Tuesday, Raheem. We are playing. We playing the Knicks tomorrow. I'm interested in seeing what we can do against the Knicks. Because the Knicks feeling pretty good this year too. They're an improved team.
Come to F and be a part of a family that love you and respect you. Join the Epps family. Call today.
What's in Zaxby's new General Tso's sauce? Legendary chicken, legendary sauce. The new General Tso's boneless wings.
Let's go get back to the game. I want to see what Pittsburgh is going to decide to do. They got to punt that. What you going to do, Coach?
Living longer is. Nobody's tipping their hand yet. So you got Prefer, the interim coach.
It's 4th and 1.
Mike Tomlin, who has seen everything.
Mike T. He brings a punter out. See if we can draw him outside. Yeah, you got to be smart. You got to punt that.
I still can't believe it.
Oh, they trying to make him jump outside. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Y'all waited too long. That's not gonna work. They should have done that to begin with.
Window dressing and stuff and all of that, but got a delay. So they were going to punt. Tomlin did not want to waste a timeout because when you're punting from this area, you got plenty of space, obviously. And Barry will kick it away.
I just got to tell you, 1,000%, I would have gone for that 4th and 1.
I don't know, Chris Collinsworth. They don't get that, and you put the Browns in this field position. They've been scoring every time in this field position. Went inside, went in, touch back.
All right, we can tell you that the NFL, with players and clubs, created inspired change to encourage.
All right, let's see if these Browns go down and score.
Community relations, criminal justice reform, education, and economic development. Takes all of us to advance social justice.
What's the score, Raheem?
/inspire change. So it is the
pull up my score guide.
Super wildcard weekend games, and it looked like it was going to be a one-sided rout. Is a ball game.
All right, what you gonna do, Browns? There you go. You spreading it out. You should have had that a few minutes ago. Go down, son. Don't get hurt.
Jones makes the grab. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Tackled by Steven Nelson.
And we are
going no huddle.
more blitzes. Now they are not going to let
103, 102.
sit in that pocket comfortably.
Raptors, a minute 37 seconds on the clock. Run the dang ball, Browns. Let's go. Come on now.
But this is where if you're
Doing. You've been running all game.
Baker Mayfield, this is a bootleg, right? You get him on the edge, you give him the option, run pass.
Run the ball. You got Nick Chubb back there.
They are so good at playing this bootleg. I wonder now if they're going to send TJ Watt and just have somebody trail behind.
Well, hey, get the first down, baby.
They're just going to go shotgun. Go empty. Keep in mind, Baker has been killing them the last couple of games with some runs in this situation.
Open, empty backfield. Woo! He's about to take off. He started dancing in the backfield and saw my man Landry got open.
Yeah, you could see Baker. He was going to take a look.
Yeah, he was. He getting ready to go. He saw him.
Exactly where his outlet was, and he found old reliable. Jarvis Landry has just been so hot in the past 5 games or so.
Boy, Landry, ain't no telling what he's doing in that locker room if they lose this game.
Exactly who it was for the Cleveland Browns, and they're in the biggest moment so far for the Browns.
He's an aggressive player when he's an aggressive guy when he's playing. Run the ball, man. Okay, let me be quiet. Guys, you see more than I do up there. Whoever's calling the plays.
Remember when Mike Tomlin was talking about Juju Smith-Schuster, and was he like Hines Ward?
Let's go Warriors.
Like a trained killer. Because there's only one guy I would really put in that category right now, Jarvis Landry. And this wasn't for this game. It was a game that we had done prior.
I just want to see you run it one time. There it is. Hit the hole. Okay. Man, I thought the Browns were killing the Steelers front line to begin with. Looks like the Steelers are getting stronger. 3 people in the chat. Thank you guys for showing up. Press that like button, please. Oh, nice setup. Get the first down. And more. And Chubb is gone. Touchdown, Browns. I'm not gonna say that that was the nail in the casket, the final nail, but now the Steelers really got to work.
So good. They knew the blitz was coming. They hit it quickly.
Oh, that was a nice play they called right there. Look, he just walks. He walks into the opening. Boom, right there. Set up play.
Just enough on his side, and once again,
and he broke that tackle. That's it.
They let the Cleveland Browns pull it free.
I wonder how many yards Chuck has this year. Yeah, he was hurt a little bit. The score is 42-23. 12 and a half minutes left on the clock. All right, I feel a little bit better about the Browns maybe pulling this one off. It's still not over, but it is fourth quarter. So time is against Pittsburgh right now.
Watch this. Think we're VIP. Wow. He does think we're VIP. And backstage. Trust me now? I never doubted you. I did for a second, but it's gone now.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
How many points Steph got? You still haven't scored again yet?
We're bringing that big bacon energy all day long, so you can always be baconating with a free breakfast baconator. T-Mobile knows the new year brings big news. Get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan, and save 20% in your bill every month versus the other guys. That's right, iPhone 12 on us, only at
Yeah, our boys play tomorrow night, but also is the college championship football game. So I think the Hornets play at 7. That game doesn't start to 8. So I got to go back and forth on that one, back and forth and watch that. See if these Hornets can beat these Knicks.
That makes you want to celebrate with some fireworks. 6, 7, boom, 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 boom.
Great service without all the drama.
My score guide says 105-104 Raptors with 7 seconds left on the clock.
0 grams carbs, 0 grams sugars, 90 calories. Corona Hard Seltzer.
When our daughter and her kids moved in with us, our bargain detergent couldn't keep up.
Turns out it's mostly water.
So we switched back to Tide. One wash, stains are gone.
Don't pay for water.
And Steph has 9 points.
It's got to be Tide.
This wildcard playoff being brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Tide, if it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide. By T-Mobile, stay connected with America's largest 5G network. And by Geico, you can save even more by bundling home and car insurance. Some highlights from all of the action in the 5 games that have taken place prior to this one. And the only thing that remains, of course, is who goes where in the AFC. And right now, the Cleveland Browns with a 19-point lead. Thinking about
all right, so the Browns kicking out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The best thing that can happen to the Steelers right now is my man return this for a score. He brings it out. Ooh, nice hit.
The anatomy of a great play. Here's the man coverage. Blitz coming this way. And watch J.C. Treader get just enough of Vince Williams, who's the man coverage guy, on shot.
Nice little short screen. Nice little shallow screen.
Brilliantly designed and executed by the Cleveland Browns.
With Benny Snell in the backfield. With him out.
Hey, Ray, I was just thinking that today because it looks like they were going through some things when Odell was still with the team before he got hurt or whatever. And after he left, it's like things settled down and they got back to business playing ball. So yeah, they probably. I would. I mean, you know, since he became a superstar, he just like he ain't been able to play nowhere, man, and stay out of controversy, like not getting along with people. Shoot, Landry's the man over there anyway. He needs to just play his role. That's a catch. So now, you know, with all he wasn't as bad this year as he was before he left the Giants, but like who would really want him, man? You know, if he came somewhere like the Panthers, he'd definitely be hard to get along with. I can see him being condescending to everybody on the team.
This is a call to adventure, to a place where heroes
All right, so
rise within.
that sounds like a real good game. I was checking out the box scores. I saw that Steph had 9.
It breaks your fingerprint. That's so cool.
The design is amazing. It's very thin too.
Ooh, mine's pink. What? It's kind of scary. Check out this one. Long hair, loves to hike and find friends. Social media? You're not that.
Hey, he'll take them.
Yes, I am. Try me. Okay. Jump into that lake. I'll do it. Let's all do it. I'm in.
I wonder if Cam's gonna still be there next year. He was on a 1-year contract. Wonder if they're gonna keep him. Shoot, I can see I see Odell going there and Cam not hitting him with the ball, because Cam, that's my boy, but he has a tendency to throw some bad passes sometimes. And I think Cam, all his is just technique, man. He's so strong. He's still throwing with just his arm. He won't set his feet. But yeah, I can see him getting missing Odell a few times with a pass, and Odell just, saying something to the media that don't make a lot of sense and putting him down. And they got a little wedge between them out there on the field. You can't play with somebody. I'll take that back. I was gonna say you can't play with somebody you don't like, but it's not the same.
Cost them a timeout. Drive resumes at the 46-yard line.
Well, yeah, they're good. They're good with that. He is good with damaged goods. Odell, he'll be ornery up there in the cold. But the way things are going, I can't say that. Touchdown, Steelers. Steelers are not going away. Steelers are not going away. 29-42. If they can score that quick, who knows? Who knows? 11 minutes left. Yeah, what I was saying is if Antonio Brown can come back and find somebody to play with, Odell won't have no problem. Like you said, Patriots are taking him. Might be a couple of teams that take him.
42-29 score, make it 42-31. It's a TD, 2-point conversion. Field goal, you can figure it
Going
out.
for two?
Two here after they went for one the last time.
Well,
They got it down by 13.
Man to man, you ain't bringing that many people. That's 2 points I could have had just kicking the ball right there. I mean, I feel you. Because it would be, if you got those two, it would be 33-42.
Opportunities on the outside here. This should have been more like that back underneath, but nothing happened here. That's what defensive backs sort of live in fear of, but didn't take advantage of it.
Well, Smith-Schuster is very slowly coming to the bench right now, limping.
That's because Juju got hit in the calf a few minutes ago. I meant the shin.
I think his physical therapist had COVID symptoms, and so he flew in.
It's the shin or the knee, one. It was the shin or the knee, one or the other.
That's like 3 million followers on all of those sites.
42-29. 11 minutes left on the clock. 11:08 to be exact. Steelers kick off. Browns catch it on the 5-yard line. Bring it out. Good return back to the 35-yard line. Johnson. They already put Cleveland up against Baltimore. Ooh, I don't know about that one, baby. Baltimore or Baltimore plays Pittsburgh, so I'm not going to say yet. Wait till it's about 4 minutes left. Rams play Green Bay. Tampa Bay's got New Orleans. Uh-oh. Might be Super Bowl expectations right there. Super Bowl inclinations right there. Whoever wins that one. Get about a Chubb. It's about 9 yards on the play. Super Bowl implications. Somebody's got to go down. Who's it going to be? New Orleans or those Buccaneers? I don't know. I can't tell you right now. They both seem to be playing pretty good. I want to go toward the Saints. Chubb gets the first down. With 10.5 minutes left on the clock. What are you doing, bro?
Some of the numbers right here. Fourth quarter rushing averages 10 yards per rush, which is more than double of the league averages per carry. 4 touchdowns.
I wonder where Cam's going to go, man. I know he don't want to go nowhere and play and be the backup. Shoot, if he had like a minimal contract or something over there with the Patriots, like, oh, he dropped it. Like he wasn't. They didn't give him a whole lot of money. I wonder if the Panthers will bring him back. Say, yo, we'll bring you back, bro. We'll let you play. We'll give you a $5 million contract for a year. But you're gonna back up Teddy. Nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't bring him back. Hey, that and the Patriots were like the only ones that really wanted him. Gave him a shot. All right, those Browns get another first down. Kareem Hunt.
That's 5 carries, 57 yards, 2 TDs for Hunt.
Yeah. Both those guys are similarly built. Hunt might be a little bit faster than Chubb.
I believe that is done. Is that done? Yes, it is. It's Michael Dunn.
Yeah, I'd like to see where Cam ends up, man. So it's a chance he might be out of the NFL. That's hard to believe, but he could be. He could be sitting home. Not because he can't play in the NFL. It's just like the situation, Like, is somebody gonna bring him to the team knowing that he's basically a starting quarterback, but he may have to sit on the bench, come off the bench. This year should have shown everybody that, like, he's not going to be a head case. Hey, the last year he was in Carolina should show that, I think he'd be all right coming off the bench. Cam just want to play somewhere. Get a chance to get out there and prove himself again. But man, I wish somebody would get in his head and tell him, hey, bro, hey, sir, Mr. Newton, you need to work on your footwork. Then your passes will be more accurate. It's not that they're not that accurate. He's got that little hit sometime where it looks like he's got too much overthrow. He's throwing his ball over and it just dives sometimes. All right, empty backfield. Hunter goes over the middle. Hey, Jarvis, calm down.
receptions for him tonight and a touchdown.
All right, Raheem. And good win by the Warriors today. She's the AFC. Ooh.
Trying to get back, and he came onto the field and then walked off again. So he's not ready for action. Again, second down and 10. Number 25. David Njoku, the tight end, makes his first grab of the night, taking it to the 18-yard line where it's going to be third down and 3.
And I'm thrilled, honestly, with David Njoku. He was a guy they got and they signed Austin Hooper, they grabbed Harrison Bryant, who was the Mackey Award winner. He said he wanted out. He didn't do it. And David Njoku went from a non-blocker, a guy who used to get in trouble for not blocking, to being the best blocking tight end on the Cleveland Browns and a huge part of the last 2 weeks.
They're going to pull back Andy Janovich for the first time. They did pass caught inside the 10-yard line on a 3rd and 3. That's a first down. Austin Hooper had a big night for him as well. 6 catches, including a touchdown.
I'm going to tell you what, Alex Van Pelt has the guts of a sailor. How many times have you been feeling here that, oh, they got to let these backs run the ball? They got to, and I'm sure the Steelers were thinking the same thing, and they keep going play action and throwing the ball, and Baker keeps putting it right on the money. Here goes Pat.
To the 6-yard line, he goes.
6-yard line.
Second down and goal.
Especially when you consider that a field goal is significant out here to push it to the maximum of a 2-score game. So, no mistakes at this point. And the Cleveland Browns haven't made mistakes down in this part of the field all year. But at some point, you start going, we have to make sure we put those 3 points up there.
Yeah, a field goal. Pittsburgh still has life. Down by 16. Touchdown is a different story. Second and goal. Look again.
They're going to have to get those 3 points.
Too much traffic there. Look at the line.
Hey, Ray, would you say the Bills is going to be the Chiefs' biggest? I mean, they struggle with their win, this weekend, but I don't know. They've been looking good. So.
But are you willing to risk it?
Or Tampa Bay. Not Tampa Bay, but Green Bay.
Come up with it. The coverage on the play by Edmonds. So it's 4th and goal. They'll settle for a field goal attempt.
So they throw an out to the wide side of the field. And Terrell Edmonds is all over this. If he intercepts this ball, is 6 points on the board. And it wasn't that far away. Woo.
Gutsy Cole does not work out, but at least they have a chip shot 24-yard field goal for Cody Parkey.
So the Browns kick a field goal, and it is good. 45-29 with 4 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. I don't know. I don't think the Browns are as strong as the Bills.
You've never been in better hands. Austin, quicker call for a quote today. Is this the money yet?
Wait, this doesn't look like a beginner slope.
You sure?
No way this is a bunny hill.
Yikes. Maybe I drove up too far. My bad. The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G and on nationwide 5G from AT&T.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd you say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl. But he's very excited and on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they
Yeah,
do.
so who were you thinking?
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
With new awards from Chase Freedom Unlimited, I now earn even more cash back. Oh, I got
Maybe the Ravens.
Hey, Rita, you now earn 3% on dining, including takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey, Kim, you now earn 5% on travel purchase through Chase.
Say hi to you.
Hey, Neil, you can earn 3% in drugstores.
Buddy, I'm right here. Why are you yelling?
Because that's what I do.
You're always earning with 5% cash back on travel purchase through Chase. 3% in drugstores, 3% on dining, including takeout, and 1.5% on everything else you buy. Chase, make more of what's yours.
What a view.
Thanks for driving, Captain.
My pleasure, Captain.
So we're both captains.
We are in this ride. The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
Last week, Jimmy channeled Harry Styles.
There's a letter. Says I love you.
This week, there's Anne Hathaway, Riz Ahmed, Anthony Mackie, and Nicole Kidman. And Monday, Rashida Jones and Bill Burr. New Tonight Show.
All right, let's go. Let's finish this game out.
Will be recognized for the best plays and moments for the 2020 season. Tune in to NFL Honors. You can see it Saturday, February the 6th, midnight Eastern on CBS. Good Union Station. I think every time we
45-29. Yeah. I mean, I think that's their biggest competition left right now.
So, Ben Roethlisberger ready to go to work again. He's been hot in the second half.
Don't want to call it too early. I mean, now it will surprise the heck out of me. I'm pretty sure to surprise the heck out of everybody if the Chiefs don't make it back. But I think the Chiefs coming out and it got you know. I want to say the Saints.
Trust me now. I never doubted. I did for a second, but it's gone now.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, down the stretch we come right now. As Dave Johnson would say, at the racetrack, all 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. They're down by 16. And start this drive to the Steelers from the 25-yard line.
Still plenty of time.
Especially the way they've been matriculating the ball down the field of late as the pass is thrown to Smith-Schuster.
All right, so a little short pass over the middle to Schuster. 4 minutes left on the clock, basically.
Lost to Seattle back in
you're going to have to go down the field, baby.
13 season.
They scored really quick the last time. Wheel route? Nope.
Connor gets up to the 31. Clearly, it's a 4-down situation.
No huddle.
It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, and right now, as a pass rusher group, they are overloading away from Myles Garrett. So they're putting 3 rushers on one side and Garrett on the other, and the Steelers are still helping towards Garrett.
Checks down. Connor gets the 1st down. Goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Respect for one player. 3 guys on one side, and Myles Garrett is still getting the double team on the other side. So here's how much respect they have for him. Double team the guy that has literally 4 offensive linemen on his side and everybody else on the other side.
Ben had a ton of time that time.
Green Bay's an NFC team.
Settle for the 1st down.
Oh, fourth pick, and that is the proverbial nail in the coffin. With 3 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock, that is about it. That's got to be a record, isn't it?
Throw interceptions that you just can't believe. It looks like he threw it to Taki.
It's like he never saw him. He never saw him.
He simply never
Never saw him sitting right there.
Who just made one of the biggest plays in Cleveland Browns franchise history.
That's it. That is it.
Interceptions thrown by Roethlisberger tonight. And the Baker Mayfield.
You're right, Ron. I just can't see the Ravens getting that far.
Given what the Cleveland Browns have been through this week.
So yeah. And he's like everybody else. It's like me. Up Chubb reverses field to get every bit of 1 yard. Yeah, it's got to be one of those teams there.
1994. Bill Belichick is the coach of the Cleveland Browns. Bill Parcells is the coach of New England. And that's the last time the Browns won a playoff game. They lose the next week to Pittsburgh. But there it was. It's been that long. Belichick and Parcells, the Wayback Machine right there.
I played against
What's up, Egan?
in the 80s.
I got about 3 minutes left. And we're gonna call it a night. Looks like the Browns have won their first playoff game in 18 years.
Tackle at the 21, stayed in bounds, but Pittsburgh stops the clock as they take their first time.
Yeah, been through 4 picks tonight.
Do a little game recap right
4, 2. I think all 3 of them were tips though. So I mean, that means he threw it a little high. Still hit those guys' hands, but it was tips. The first 2 were tips. I think the third one was a slight tip. I think one of the defenders did bother the ball, but that one he just threw there was he just never saw number 44. 4 picks, man.
3rd down and 6.
That's one thing that's bad about sports, man. If you don't do good, that's something like you'll never forget. Like he'll never forget this playoff game he had near the end of his career where he threw 4 picks. Now,
I think we can see the smile from here.
when your receiver gets his hands on the ball and it goes through his hands and it's it's a pop up.
He tested positive for COVID.
And then somebody intercepts it. You sort of could say, well, if he had caught that, it would have been an interception. But still, all the news is going to say he threw 4 picks, and technically he did. He threw 4 interceptions.
His team. And Mike Prefer said the same thing about the pregame speech. Baker was laughing about it. He goes, and he sounded like Stefanski out there giving his speech.
Yeah, Candy Egan beat you to it.
Kevin Stefanski, and my favorite part about him is he's himself. He never tried to take off.
48-29.
He just did it his way and never got out of character.
Cody Parkey just kicked the game-sealing field
Good
goal
job,
from
Baker.
37 yards. So
I'm happy for you guys.
Through the years, and we know about this. I mean, through the years, they just couldn't find the right quarterback.
I hate it for being in Tomlinson. I don't think they'll fire Tomlinson. But this is a fickle league. You never know. He's been there a while. They might be saying, oh, well, we need to go a different route. I don't know. I don't know how you could do that, though. They started off hot this year.
Tonight, and they were always trying to get it right. They picked Garrett number 1. Andrew Berry is there as well. An executive who's done a tremendous job, and this team is is moving on after an 18-year playoff drought.
Let's see. I'd like to see the Browns win. Well, again, my team's not playing, so heck, they go to the Super Bowl for all I care. Win that. That'd be a good story.
Up to the 23-yard line.
Calm down, McLeod. Just got hit, bro. It's football.
You know, it's kind of funny. You got two teams right now. Cleveland looking obviously good right now. Pittsburgh, we mentioned before, a lot of free agents, a lot needs to be done when you do surgery on that roster going into next season.
And especially when you think this team started 11-0, right? And you go, wow, do they have a chance to go undefeated? Do they have a chance to challenge the 72 Miami Dolphins? We're all talking about that. But even at 11-0, there was a lot of conversation about how good was this team really? Because there were a lot of things they didn't do well.
And then Washington came in and beat them, upset them here. The game that was played on, God knows what day of the week, Tuesday, whatever day that was. They played every day of the week this year.
But Cincinnati, right? And then it took a miracle comeback against the Colts where they were down 24-7. Got beat by Cleveland up there. Everybody dismissed it. They didn't have Ben, they didn't have Pouncey, they didn't have.
Then goes down the field. Tip. Oh, could have been a fifth interception.
No, you're right. I mean, they lost 4 or 5 down the stretch, and the only win was that.
All right, so Baker Mayfield. I know the game is not quite over. You got 2 whole minutes. I don't think the Browns are going to come out and throw the ball anymore. But 21-34 for 263 yards because they really ran the ball pretty good. Big Ben, 44 out of 62. And he's still throwing for 443 yards. That's all they did, man. They ran the ball a little bit, but they just put the ball in Ben's hand and threw it. Now he's 45 for 63 for 461 yards. Nick Chubb had 18 carries for 76 yards. His long was a 20. Kareem Hunt had 8 carries for 48 yards. His long was 13. Baker Mayfield carried the ball 2 times for 8 yards. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, James Conner, 11 carries, 37 yards. Benny Snell, 2 carries for 13. Derek Watt, 2 for 2. And then Ben, 1 for 0.
Makeshift offensive line sounds like such an understatement for what they actually
accomplished. You got to mix it up a little bit, I think. But sometimes I guess you get behind the sticks and you gotta throw. Jarvis Landry, 5 receptions. That's it. Gotta be more than that. 5 receptions for 92 yards. 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb, 4 receptions for 69. 1 touchdown. Austin Hooper, 7 for 46 with a touchdown. Then took a hit. Still playing. They haven't blown the whistle? Oh, blow the whistle. You gotta blow the whistle, ref.
Set their sights on the Cleveland Browns.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 12 receptions for 124 yards. Deontay Johnson, 11 for 117. By the way, Juju had 1 touchdown. James Washington, 5 for 72. Eric Ebron, 7 for 62 with 1 touchdown. Chase Claypool had a touchdown, 4 receptions for 52. James Conner, 5 for 30. Ben still slinging it. That's like the second time 18. It's like he's not looking for the ball or something. It's like he throws his hands up really late. All right, so I can't. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to Ben for a second. Ben had 4 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. All right, on defense for Cleveland. All right, Ben slinging the ball still. What a catch. Oh, he didn't catch it. Incomplete. Andrew Sendejo, 5 tackles, 5 total tackles, 3 solos. Malcolm Smith, 4 for 3. Charlie Hoodlet, 1 tackle. Sheldon Richardson, 3 for 2. Terrence Mitchell, 6 for 6. That's 6 tackles and 6 solo. BJ Goodson had 10 total tackles, 8 solos. He balled out. Big Ben steps up, throws the ball. Good catch by Schuster. They're still playing hard, even though there's a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. MJ Stewart Jr., 10 tackles, total 10 solos. And Robert Jackson had 8 or 7. So and the Steelers score again. Claypool got another touchdown. Ben goes over 500 yards in a losing effort.
You're going to see some good receivers next week as well, but MJ Stewart, let's give him a little credit for hanging
Pittsburgh with a little defense. Robert Spillane, 9 total for 6. 9 total, 6 solo. Vince Williams had 7 for 5. Steven Nelson, 7 tackles, 5 solo. Stephen Tuitt, 6 for 4. Fitzpatrick. Oh, they finally got a 2-pointer. Fitzpatrick, 6 of 4. Terrell Edmonds, 6 for 3. Tyson Alualu. Yeah. Alualu. 3 for 3. TJ Watt, 3 tackles total for 2 and 2 solo. Then a number of guys with about the same amount. The score is now 48-37. So at this point, I'm expecting. Yeah, man, I hope it doesn't happen. Like I said, I've seen some crazy things happen, but the way they started off, he's the same coach then. He's the same coach now as he was then. They was praising him back then when they had, won all those games in a row. And then, of course, the questions started to come out when they started losing. They had that losing streak. But I think the man's doing a good job. Great job. Ooh. They don't get those. So it is basically over now. Yeah, I know he's got the longest coaching. He's been coaching for the Pittsburgh Steelers longer than anybody now. He's got the longest coaching tenure in the league right now. Like I hadn't seen somebody coach that long for the same team in a while since the day my days back in the Dallas Cowboy days when in the Pittsburgh Steelers days when they had Chuck Noll and Tom Landry, guys like never left. They had to fire Tom Landry. He didn't even know. Man didn't even know he was fired. That was cold way to let him go, but you don't do good in 3 or 4 years in the pros, you out of there. But he's a good coach. I think the guys respect him because he's He's a handful of guys that actually played pro football. A lot of those guys have. So I guess he gets along with his players a lot. But I hate to see anybody lose, man. I mean, like some people don't understand. I don't know. If you've never played sports, I don't know. I guess you couldn't understand. It's just like, oh, they just lost, but it's their job. These guys like bust their butt, most of them, all year for one thing. That's to try to get to the playoffs and then get to the Super Bowl. Then you do all that, and then you lose. It's like you got to sit over there and reflect, and it's like, man, look at Ben. You know what I'm saying? Most normal people in their life, they be inside. It's cold outside. It's freezing out there. They be inside chilling, thinking about it. Look at them guys like, man, it's over for another year. We did all that dang work. I feel them, man. I feel them. That's the only thing bad about sports, boy. You got to lose sometimes and do all that hard work, and it almost seems like I did all that for nothing sometimes. Yeah, man. Like, not only just black coach, he's just one of the best coaches ever. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan, but yeah, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, the only reason I'd hate for Pittsburgh to lose because of Tomlinson, and but I'm hoping, like you said, they probably won't. I'm hoping they won't let him go because of this. I mean, like I said, he's doing a good job. They just ran into a little tough patch this year, but they'll be back. They'll be back. It's always another year. All right, guys. Ray, man, thanks for staying with me the whole time. Everybody else that showed up, I appreciate you guys. I'm getting ready to sign off and go get in the bed and get up early tomorrow. But I will be my Hornets play tomorrow, so I'll be on tomorrow. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. Going back and forth for that national college football game, championship football game. So, I don't know. Everybody's saying Alabama's going to win. They're probably the better team, the stronger team. But you got emotions flowing. You got everybody's going to be pumped up, man. You just never know what might happen, and then we might not know exactly how good Ohio State is. We might not know. Dabo and the boys found out last week. You couldn't have told me they were going to beat Clemson, period. But I know they weren't going to beat them like they did, and they took them out. So who knows? You never know. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, checking these things out. So I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. I mean, you know me. I'm going for the underdog anyway. So, yeah, and if Ohio State is not an underdog, then my name ain't Coach G. So everybody's saying Alabama's going to win this one. But yeah, so this would be Ohio State's 8th game. And that's what Dabo was saying. They didn't even really deserve being there because they only played 6 games, and then they beat them to death. So we'll see. All right, Ray. I'm getting ready to head out, man. I'll see you tomorrow if you come through.
In the fourth quarter. So, I mean, we have a resilient team. Defense played great in the first half, and we kind of stalled out and let them kind of climb back into the game. But that's a great team win right there. Guys stepping up all over the board. We're proud of these guys.
You talked about the offensive line. How did you not only survive behind that line, but actually thrive?
Getting the ball up quick, great game plan, and then AVP calling it great. I mean, we trusted in our plan and just went out there and executed.
Next week, you head to
All right,
Kansas City. What
coach
do
is
you
out.
see in your team that makes you believe once again that you can take